Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to some Long Dark today. Only 3 days and then it's Christmas. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, good morning, everybody. Yeah, you can bring that right in there. Only 3 more days and it's Christmas. Aren't you happy about it, everybody? All right, well, I'm happy about it. Then it'll be over. Good morning, Cindy. I'm not. Christmas to me is a very I love Christmas, but it's always a pain getting there. So, but good morning, Cindy. How you doing? Welcome back. Today we are going to be loading up, heading out, going to Pleasant Valley. But we're going to be going there through the ravine and then on into Carter Hydro Dam. I'm hoping to find a heavy hammer. Good God, my nose is running like crazy this morning. Woo! I wish I had my tissues around, but I don't. That's okay. But we are on our new run. We're 16 days in now. We have not made a forge run yet. We probably won't make one for a little bit. Let's see. We're 23 kilos. What do I have for fuel on me? Okay, I have a bunch of sticks. Let's drop some of those here. Actually, just drop all those here. Let's drop that. All right, we do want our oats, and we want that. It's early morning, so we're good to go. Let's see, we got 10 kilos of stuff there, so if we take everything that's in there, that puts us at 32. That's perfect. And I think, yeah, and then we can take the cured birch. Do I want to take the fresh gut or not? I don't think so. Good morning, Larry. Good morning, good morning. I'm actually doing pretty good today. Okay, so we got look at all these cured rabbit hides we have, and cured birch, and maple. We got lots of stuff. I don't need the second pry bar. So I'm gonna leave that here. That will lower our weight just a little bit. I'm kind of figuring out stuff we don't need. Yeah, we're moving house. I'm gonna take those with me to the Carter Hydro Dam just so we have them there. Same thing with all that stuff. We really don't have a lot of food, but that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. My back's not hurting as much anymore, which is nice. And then if we take the Mountaineer rope, that puts it at 38. Grab a few more coal. Actually, we're gonna need a little bit of room. Yeah, we'll have room for the cattails. We'll have room for the cattails. We'll be good. All right. I thought I heard the bear, but I don't know. No bedroll yet. No bedroll yet. I think the bear's down that way. I do have some rocks on me. Good, good. Let's walk all the way. Let's get all the way down here. Yeah, no bedroll as of yet. I wish, but yeah. Yeah, the bear in this area is very sneaky. He's a sneaky one, Mr. Bear. But we will poke our head into Mystery Lake and look around a little bit. Hey, Faith, good morning, and Dubes, hello, hello. We will poke our head into Mystery Lake just a little bit, and then we'll head off into Pleasant Valley, because we're gonna, before we do our forge run, unless we find a hammer. The only thing that can change our view is if we find a heavy hammer in the ravine. That's the only thing that would change my mind. If we found the heavy hammer in the ravine, that would make our plans different. But if we don't find a heavy hammer in the ravine, I'm not going to spend a ton of time looking for it in Pleasant Valley. We'll just poke our head into Pleasant Valley, look around, and then we'll, I want to go to Ash Canyon and get our backpack, get our crampons, do the Ash Canyon run, all that good stuff. Hey, good morning, Josh. I don't hear anything here. It's cold, but at least it's not like a blizzard out today, which is good news. The blizzards are always the worst. Should they change the large branches to something people would use? What do you mean, Faces? You mean the fir and cedar limbs? Because, I mean, I use those. I just don't do much with them on Interloper because you have to spend so much time cutting them down that, unfortunately, you're usually freezing your buns off by the time you do it on Interloper. I mean, I do cut them down, though. I got the memento cache in the stump up here by Rabbity Grove. Mikhail Doom, how you doing? Hello, hello. Well, on Interloper, yeah, Faces. On Interloper, I don't do much with them either. They just don't, they like I said, they take so long to cut down that it's just not even worth it most of the time. So I've never got a cache up here, but I've never really looked either. I've never found a note for a cache up here either. Is there one on Interloper? 'Cause I've never seen one. But yeah, the fir and cedar limbs, I mean, if you have the fire or if you have decent temperatures, like one arrow down temps, I will cut down cedar and fir myself, but 99% of the time, it just doesn't, it just doesn't really, pan out to be able to cut them down. Biden wants to release grizzly bears in areas across the West Coast. Yeah, that will not go over well. There's a reason grizzly bears were basically removed from the area. Black bears are still around. We still have black bears around. Grizzly bears are a whole different beast. They're like polar bears almost. Polar bears are the worst though. I mean, polar bears are pure carnivores. They don't have little things they can eat like berries and little stuff like that. Polar bears will try to chew your face off. We've anthropomorphized polar bears into thinking that they're all just cute and cuddly animals, but those suckers will wreck your face. They will wreck your face. They just see you as a pink little mole rat that they can eat. Yeah, polar bears will eat. Polar bears do what they want. Yeah, you don't get in the way of a polar bear. Polar bears are like the mafia of the north. They come for your Coca-Cola. Polar bears are on Coke. That's how they're so strong. They're just crazy. Yeah, you're a pink seal with a little bit of hair. They're probably like, what's up with this hairless seal that I just ate the other day? I caught this seal that was different from all the other seals I've ever caught. He was pink and he had hair on top of his its head, and very little hair on the rest of its body. It was very strange. It was odd. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Yeah, I've seen some like videos with polar bears, and they F stuff up, man. They are damn. You see them with their bloody faces. They're like all bloody from eating a seal or something like that. It's like, dang. Those guys mean some business. This game has seals? No, it doesn't have seal. Although it would be cool if seals like were available, and then you could like get seal underwear. Like seal skin undies would be great. Sometimes there'll be a maple up here, but I don't think we have one today, no. Sometimes there's one, though. Got something in my eye. Gosh dang it. Ow. Oh, that hurts. Oh, something's stinging. What I have to do is wear a lot of clothes with buttons. Bears will learn the hard way. Digesting humans has consequences. Make them spiky buttons. Make them buttons that are like little burrs almost. Everybody who goes out in the northern wilderness has to wear buttons that are like this big around, like diameter wise, and have little spikes on them. That way the bears will learn real quick not to eat humans. It'll, you know, there'll be one or two that get eaten. You know, we gotta have a sacrifice somewhere, but we'll learn real quick not to do it. Alright. We definitely took some damage today. That hurt a little bit. Hurt my soul. I always forget these lockers are in here. I don't know why I forget them. They've always been here. Now that has not always been here. I don't remember this cooler ever being in here before. Not that it has anything in it, but I don't remember that being here. Maybe I'm just forgetful. Usually there's a cooler down. There's a cooler in another cabin down the way, but I just don't remember that one here. I'm probably just forgetting it. I probably just didn't. I probably just forgot about it. Excuse me, sir. Stop throwing your rocks. Those are valuable. The cooler's for the bear. It could be. All right. Let's go ahead and eat. Oh, for beer. It's for beer. Oh, I thought it was for the bear. He could keep you in there and keep you nice and frozen. I thought maybe they rented this place out to the bears in the wintertime. I told you my reading on screens is horrible. I saw beer and I thought bear. I think it's because we were just talking about bears. I think that's probably what it was. We were just talking about bears, so that's immediately where my mind went to. Okay, let's go ahead and prepare up the rose hips. Got all your gifts wrapped last night? Yeah, I gotta get my gifts wrapped today and tomorrow. Justin, hey buddy, how's it going? Good to see you back on. Good to see you too, man. I've got almost all my gifts. I have a couple more gifts that are on the way, some that are arriving today, one that's arriving tomorrow, but I've got like 90% of my stuff all ready to go. I just gotta get it wrapped up now. Now comes the fun time before we, get done. I'm playing BG3 before work. Oh, nice. BG3 is such a fun game. Alright, so we got those two torches. I'm going to actually get rid of a bunch of my other torches. Can't get the kids together for a feast, so I'll cook it anyways. Anybody hungry can come by. Aw, well, I'd love to come by. Lockett, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I'd love to come by and get some food, but yeah, it's probably not going to happen. Let's just be honest. All right, get those all broken down, and then Let's go ahead and let's drink a little more water. That lowered our weight a bunch, so that's good. What time of day is it? Let's get an hour's of sleep. You know, Locke, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Happy Friday, everybody. It's our last Friday before Christmas. Christmas is right around the corner. It's just like, holy mackerel. Christmas is right around. Just let that sink in for a second. Christmas is right around the corner. Jeez Louise. Yes, and if you are having fun in the stream, don't forget to share it, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate it very much. And guys and gals, thank you so much, everybody on the YouTube side. The channel's been growing a lot lately. You know, a lot faster than it usually does, and that's all because of y'all. So I really do appreciate you guys coming by for the live streams. We've been having a great audience for the live streams. We've been having lots of fun over on the YouTube channel. There's a whole bunch of stuff over there as well, for our past stuff. So, boo hiss, I have to work Christmas. No snow doesn't feel like Christmas. That's sort of a normal Christmas here in Oregon. We generally in Oregon, I can't remember when we had snow on Christmas. I know we probably have at some point. I just can't remember when. It's been that long. I think it was about 15 years ago. 10, 12, 15 years ago, something like that. I remember there was a Christmas driving out to my mom's where it was just really hairy. That might have actually been before I was divorced, so that'd put it more like 20 years ago. Yeah, we just don't get much snow out here. I mean, that's just, yeah, it's raining here too. Yep, it's raining right now, as a matter of fact. We blame it on the rain. Yeah, my parents had a huge fight with my stepsister in Florida and came home and told me they were bailing on Christmas, so it's just me and my kids for Christmas. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry, Faith. That is sucky. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's horrible to have that happen around the holidays. Hey, Fanthos, good morning, good morning. At least we're not in China. They'll have snow, but Christmas is canceled and temps at negative 30 degrees centigrade. Wow. Wow. That's crazy cold. That is crazy nuts cold. All right, let's get out of this zone. Right under that bridge, I spent 2 whole days through a blizzard. I know, don't we all have those spots, Justin, where it's like, hey, you know, there was a blizzard that lasted for over a day and a half, and I spent it right in that little hole right down there. You know, we all have those spots where we can remember exactly where we were when bad things happened to us in the long dark. We all have those. I think that's the beauty of Long Dark, though, is that we all have those sort of shared experiences of different spots that we had to spend that horrible night where the blizzard just didn't stop, or it just seemed like it went on forever. And we just sat by the fire, passing like an hour at a time, just going, please God, don't let the wind change. Don't let the wind change. Please don't let the wind change. Hey, good morning, Potato. How's it going? He's the big potato microphone, boys and girls. Yeah. How you doing, buddy? That's what makes Long Dark so much fun, though. Is you say something like that, and everybody's like, oh, yeah. I've been there. I feel you, brother. Because we all have. We all know exactly what you're talking about. I think the shared experiences of Long Dark, whether you're playing whatever difficulty you're playing on, I think the shared experiences on Long Dark are one of the really charming things about it. I mean, I know a lot of other games have that as well, but for this game being such a solo player game, there's so many shared experiences like that that we can all relate to, that we can all be like, yeah, I've been there, I know exactly what you're talking about. Funny how the bad times stick, the good times fade, and the bad times become interesting stories with time. Oh yeah. I mean, we do tend to remember good stuff as well, but bad stuff sets us off as well. So, you know, bad stuff makes us remember things. Coastal Highway, my fave base. Where do you base? Is gas station, Rabbit Island, or the docks? You know, usually I'll have a SP. I'll have a base in Coastal Highway at the garage itself, because that's where the indoor crafting table is, and it's also a good place to like spread out to Desolation Point or to Misanthrope if I want to. But usually I like to post up there at the Jackrabbit Island, because you got the rabbits up there, you got fishing huts super close by, you got the fishing village down there as well. And so it's a really easy place to like, and you can set up rabbit traps up on Jackrabbit Island as well. It's just a very easy place to like set up and post up at, and it gives you a lot of opportunities to hunt and fish and stuff around it. So usually I'll post up there at the at Jackrabbit Island. That's usually where I'll go. Yeah, Jackrabbit Island has fewer wolves too. But and hi BK. I will say though, I usually have a base at the garage because I do like the garage as well. Because the garage has a lot of storage, it has an indoor fire barrel, the moose spawns nearby there, the crafting table is there. I think I said that twice now. Indoor crafting table, and the crafting table's there. But yeah, the garage is nice in a lot of ways. It's mainly the wolves that make it rather unpleasant. Alright, let's make a little water. I was gonna try to go to the ravine tonight, but then I remembered, oh, I don't have a bed. Yeah, I don't have a bedroll, so probably not the smartest idea in the entire world. Not the smartest idea in the world at all. So we'll hang here for an evening. There we go. And Merry Christmas to you, Jordan. I hope you and yours have a great Christmas, a Happy New Year, and all that good stuff. Alright, so do we have enough to make up? I could crack these open if I wanted to. Let's crack them open. Let's just do it.
It's starting to weigh me down.
The garage is the center of 2 bears, moose, and coastal fish, along with a couple caves to fill the brim, filled to the brim with coal. Yeah, exactly. That's one of the reasons I like Coastal Highway so much, is there's so many opportunities to get bear and moose and coal and just all the good stuff there. There's so much around that area. Thrift, good morning, my friend, and Merry Christmas to you. Hey, Atheenon, Cindy, Tyler, Faith, and everybody else. And everybody else. Alright, let's eat down the beans. We get a cooking skill up for that. These are all about just getting cooking skill ups. I don't care. I don't really care about anything else, so. There we go. Pick up our cans. Bad Boy Gamer Raid! Hey, Bad Boy Gamer, how you doing? Over on the YouTube side. Bad Boy Gamer Raid, how you doing, buddy? Hope that you had a good stream. Hope things are going good for him, my man. Good to see you. Nothing like a good cup of coffee being alone in the woods. Yep. That is so true. Yeah, I knew there was something I needed to drop. I was like, I know there's something I need to drop down. Yeah, no bedroll yet. I mean, we're pretty much guaranteed to get one in Mystery Lake, so we'll look around Mystery Lake a little bit. We'll just pop in, check it out. I'm loving the update. I avoided anything signal void, so I just finished it, and I'm about to start the Toxic Zone next. Nice. Maureen all just got back from the crazy grocery store. Oh, I bet it's nuts. I'm so glad I'm done with it. I do need to go get some powdered sugar today to do my next set of mints, but that's it. I'm done with the grocery store right now until after the holidays. I'm not even gonna go close to it. Not even gonna go close to it. Nope. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. I did not sleep real well last night. Last night was kind of a bad sleepy time. Jordan with a $10 super duper. Good God, I cannot speak today. Justin with a $10 super chat over on the YouTube side saying, here's to another year of survival. Here's to another year of survival, my friend. Am I trying to get scurvy? Well, I'm gonna see if we actually will get scurvy at some point. I'm curious to see if we just kind of eat like we normally do, Potato Mike, if scurvy will actually happen to us or not. I don't think it will, but I've not played around with scurvy very much, so I'm not really sure. I'm just curious to see how the vitamin C thing affects us on a longer run. So we're gonna play this guy to a few hundred days, and see how it does. Because I mean, all my long runs are all old, so of course, scurvy's not in those. So. But thank you so much, Jordan, again for that $10. A $10 super duper. I appreciate that very much, my man. You're very kind. And if you're very kind, don't forget, rewind. You should see what you have to do to get scurvy. Well, I mean, pretty much to get scurvy, you have to eat things without the vitamin C property in it. And you have to eat them for a while. And basically not consume vitamin C, from what I understand. Even cattails have a moderate amount of vitamin C in them. Which, I mean, they explicitly said in the notes that vitamin C was an affliction that would affect long-term runs. And so, it's one of those where I think long-term runs will be mainly affected by it. Now, once we actually get a bow and arrow, I'm going to try to live off just eating meat for a while, like stockpile cattails and stuff around the world. But I'm going to try to eat just meat and see how long it takes us to get it. So yes, that I am going to do, but that's something we're going to do post getting the bow. So, my stove is finally installed. I'm looking forward to some baking. Yay, Faith, that's awesome. That's so good to hear. So yeah, once we actually get our bow, we're going to try to like get some bears and some wolves and deer down, get a moose down, and then we're just going to try to live off meat for like as long as we can and see how many days we'll start like a tally and go, okay, this is the last day we ate vitamin C. Let's see how long it takes us to get scurvy. And I mean, I will not try to get, well, maybe we could try to get full-blown scurvy. I don't even know what the cure for it is. So I might just try to get it and see if we can then like get rid of it at some point. I don't know. Jordan, you got that right. Watching Atheenon, he helped my son. My son with streaming problems while playing. It was awesome. Oh, dude, no problem. That was my pleasure, man. Rusty, hey, how's it going? So how many long runs where you go days living on ruined bear or moose meat? Oh gosh. So, yeah, so many long runs. Yeah, Rusty, there's so many long runs where all you do is live on you basically, Rusty, you carry no food with you, and you just go, oh, I'm hungry. There's a wolf. Damn. Okay, I got some food now. Oh, look, there's a bear. I'm gonna go get get a bear now and eat him. Or, oh, I remember I left a little stash of food over here. Yeah, those long days of meat will catch up to you now. You have to consciously think, oh, I probably need to go fishing. Get a couple fish out there so I can get my vitamin C. So, and you're exactly right, Rusty. It's not really meant to like affect you early in the game, but once we get a bow and arrow, we are going to just go on a straight carnivore diet and see how long it takes us to get the actual, to get an affliction of scurvy. And I'm actually curious to see what happens when I get scurvy. So. I actually like they fixed the vitamin C display because they should be minor sourced now by weight. Yeah, I think I think all the trout were minor and the coho salmon were moderate. The coho salmon were a moderate amount of vitamin C. Why are my fingers so sore today? Stiff joints must be all the rain. I know what you're talking about, Cindy. I feel that every once in a while on my knees now. Yeah, exactly. The salmon are larger fish. Yep. Totally tracks. Atheenon has a goal for 30K subscribers. Share the happiness, and it's free to hit the like, subscribe, and show appreciation for all the efforts Atheenon puts into all the games he streams. Aw, Larry, you're too nice, man. You're too nice. Don't fall off going through the cracks. No, please no. Please, God, no. No, bad boy gamer, I don't want to do that. Cindy, that's what I said, but then the toaster oven made a suicide murder pact with the air fryer and almost caught my kitchen on fire. Really? Well, that's not very nice of your toaster oven and your air fryer to have that packed. That's not very nice at all. You need to tell them to like shake hands and get along. Then the good news is I already have a rope on me, so regardless of what we find here, we can tie this rope off and then we can climb down to the bottom of the ravine. And that way, at least we can check for a heavy hammer down there, so. Hey, Darren, how you doing? Welcome in. Hello, hello, my friend. Ah, stop it. Stop it. Atheenon, you almost got my accessories for the air fryer for Christmas, but my mom gave me her air fryer, which was the same model. Oh, you don't have to be sorry about that. Well, we haven't gone for the scurvy part yet, Darren. And good morning, Chaos Bite. How you doing? Thrift, how are you, my friend? But yeah, we haven't gone for the scurvy yet. Once we get our bow and arrow, we're going to go ahead and just go on straight meat diet and see how long it takes us to get it. But we have to get the bow and arrow first. Then we can start hunting. I mean, our cooking right now is what? Cooking, yeah, we got cooking 3 already, so. And we're only on day 18, so. You're loving the rosehip pies? The only thing about the rosehip pies that bothers me is how much flour they take. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I don't like, is they just take a bunch of flour. Oh yeah, birch bark's working on this one. Let's grab the birch bark. Hells yeah. This zone is replete with birch bark. There's so much. You're still sick though? Oh no! My good friend is really sick. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the heck? How did I miss that?
And everyone else
Skill Store! Hey, buddy! How's it going? There's someone I haven't seen for a while. How's it going, my man? I hope you are doing well, Skill Store. Skill Store, boys and girls, is a fellow streamer. All-around good guy. Known Skill Store for years. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's been a long time, my friend. But how are you doing? Last 2 weeks pretty ill. Oh no, everybody's sick. My best friend, she's been really sick here too these last couple of days, so on lower difficulties, I'm not sure you get scurvy unless you try on purpose. So many things contain vitamin C. Well, I don't even think, I mean, honestly, I think even on Interloper, it would be rather hard. As long as you keep conscious of it, it's going to be rather hard to get vitamin C. You know, you just make sure that you get some rabbit every once, or you get some fish every once in a while, and you'll be good. A lot harder to aim with the gloves on, I will say that. It takes a hot second to get used to the gloves, like the new targeting with the gloves, because it's a little easier when you don't have gloves on. Or I'm used to it. I'm used to it without gloves on, and now with the gloves on, it's like, okay. Yeah, we're definitely going through that time of year, so. I have 4 jerry cans filled with fish oil, 1 more to go. Wow. That is cool. I do not want to burn the birch bark. Thank you. Just want to say hi real quick. Again, Merry Christmas. Soul Skill Store, again, well, thank you so much for the 300 bits. I appreciate it so much, my man. Let's give Skill Store a shout out, too. Forgot to do that. I forgot my mod is not here to do that, so... She's sick. Anora's sick as well right now, boys and girls, so keep her in your mind. There we go. Thank you so much. Everybody go over and give Skill Store a follow, boys and girls. Give him some love. He is awesome and amazing. He's awesome and amazing. He's an amazing guy. Really nice guy. Nice guy. Really nice. But amazing at the same time. Y'all gotta go give him a follow. You won't regret it. you like the glove graphics, but bare hands make you feel colder. Well, I believe both her and her hubby got the couve. I think they both came down with the couve. At least that's what she said the other day. So. She said it wasn't bad, but it was, you know, still it's sick. You know, you're sick. Still, you're sick. It's, you know, it's no fun being sick, boys and girls. Oh, yeah. It's gonna, I mean, honestly, Cindy, it's gonna be making its rounds for the rest of our lives. It's just a thing. It's just gonna be there. That's just the way it is anymore. It ain't, let's just put it this way, it ain't going anywhere. Alright, let's go ahead and take the hide. My first run, I was in Hush River Valley, loved that it's nothing but caves. I finally found the moose satchel at the top of the mountain, but accidentally harvested it. Oh no! I've done that with clothing before though too. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. I've done that with clothing before as well. Stooley with the dance. Thank you, Stooley. Stewie, for a little dance there. Appreciate that very much, my friend. Appreciate that very, very much. Let's take the gut. We'll need a few more guts. I've been eating an orange a day with the hopes of keeping colds and flus away. I'm doing good, Stewie. I'm doing really good, actually. Thank you for asking. And we got a gut here. There we go. Ooh, that little crunchy noise. Been missing Games Lift? Yeah, I talked to Games yesterday. He's doing good. He's doing well. So, that's something. All right, let's grab these. Hey, Colossal, how you doing? How many things can be uncalled? But yeah, no, Games Lift is doing good. And he should be back here next month, I guess he said, at some point. So we can look forward to that. But Stewie, I'm doing really good. I hope you are as well, and I hope you have a great Christmas as well as a Happy New Year. All that good vibes. Thanks for the warning. Oh, that he's going to be back. Yes, he's back. Back again. Let's throw a stick in there and grab a torch. There we go. And hello, Weevil. How's it going? What's our weight looking like? 42? Okay, we're good. We're goods to go. Your surgery went okay though, Weevil. You're all right, and you're just glad it's over. Well, hey, if it went well enough that you're like, hey, I'm just glad it's over. That's great. That is awesome. Hey, Athena, what clothing item do you think we'll get with the Cougar when it's added? I'd like to say it's going to be something cool, but I got this weird feeling they're just going to give us another coat, which is kind of lame. Which is kind of lame. I'm not going to lie. I'd love to get another pants or a boot or, a hat or something like that. But I have a feeling it's just going to be another coat option. Boo. Boo. Good morning, Raven Sky. How you doing? Ucios, how are you today? Cougar gloves. The gloves of a cougar. I give you the gloves of a cougar. Wow. Cougar long johns would be cool. Yes, they would. I don't think we're gonna get any though. Am I drunk? Why would I be drunk? Why would I be drunk? It's like 9:47 in the morning. You know me, I don't drink anymore. I stopped drinking almost a year ago now, so altogether, because I just could not. My body cannot handle alcohol any longer. Because my body is a temple, and I don't put things in it like that. No, I don't drink at all. I've never been one to really drink, though. I've never been a big alcohol person. Even when I was younger, I mean, I didn't drink till I was in my early 30s. Like, I just never had a desire to. I was too high on life to bother. Oh, you're supposed to, oh, water. Oh, yeah. You know, I didn't drink water. I didn't drink water till I was in my 30s either. I just kind of stayed off of it. So. Yeah, I just never, I mean, I did grow up in a family that drank a lot to begin with. You know, they drank alcohol very much anyway. Neither my mom or dad drank. And so I wasn't really exposed to it a lot when I was younger. Because that's just not what they did. They just never drank. It wasn't like a religious thing or anything. They were not big drinkers. I mean, my dad really didn't drink beer, and my mom didn't really drink either. So, it was just never a thing. What was that Al Bundy said about alcohol? Is pretty girls make us buy beer. Ugly girls make us drink beer. Oh, Al Bundy, how we miss you. You were a national treasure, my friend. The founder of No Ma'am, the National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Amazonian Masterhood, or Amazonian. Yeah, Masterhood, I think, something like that. No Ma'am was hilarious, especially when he got that one gal. What was her name on the show? When she got her husband into it, and he'd like wear the shirt, but not when she was around. Hammer hype. It would be great to get a hammer here. I never liked the feeling alcohol gives. I like the taste. Oh, there's a rope right here. Oh my God, Becky. Well, yeah. Guess what we're doing, boys and girls? Yeah, guess what we're doing? Yes, the National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Masterhood. That's what it was. Yes, it was. Basically, one drink every 3 months, essentially. Yeah, you know, for me, Raven, it's become the same thing. As I get a weird feeling. Even if I have one drink. I feel off for the rest of the day. I just don't feel right. So I just don't do it. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. And if I have a couple drinks, then I'm feeling like crappy for like a while. Okay, something from Amazon just got delivered, I think. Let me check. Oh no, it's arriving today between 2 and 6. And I got one arriving today by 8, arriving tomorrow by 10, 10, and 10. And then, unfortunately, one item I wanted isn't arriving till Thursday. Which kind of sucks. But hey, guess what, boys and girls? We got a heavy hammer. So we are going to the forge, my friends. We're changing our plan. We're gonna go to the forge and then make our run to Pleasant Valley, Timberwolf Mountain, and Ash Canyon. I think what we'll actually do is we'll do the forge, and then we're gonna do a quick pass through Pleasant Valley and Timberwolf Mountain, and then we'll come back and basically like loot up Timberwolf, loot up you know, Pleasant Valley. But we'll do it on the way back to the Dwarven Forge. We're going to the mines of Moria. Can you believe it's been 20 years? 20 years since Return of the King came out. Isn't that nuts? That movie's 20 years old. Marcy, yes, Marcy. Marcy Darcy, yes. Yeah, 20 years. That is just nuts. And you know what? That movie still holds up to today. I just watched them just like a week ago, and those movies still hold up today. They are just as good today as they were 20 years ago. That's how real movies are made. Disney, Warner Brothers, everybody. That's how real movies are made. Well, and that's the thing, and they were made. I mean, at the time they were expensive, but compared to today's crap, they aren't that expensive. They aren't that expensive. Oh, you have to watch after you watch the extended director's cut Obi-Wan. You can't go back to watching the regular theatrical version. It just doesn't. It just doesn't make sense. Well, see, the thing is that I think also the thing that about Lord of the Rings that is so amazing. My friend, she is the furthest thing from a fan of science fiction, fantasy, D&D, you know, that nerdy stuff. She's the furthest person from that. She does love Harry Potter, which is fine. I don't hold that against her. But she does love Harry Potter, but Lord of the Rings translated so well that it's one of her favorite movies of all time. Those three are like one of I mean, that's how well they were made, is that it translated over to a wider audience than just Tolkien nerds. See, you know, I've seen a lot of people talk about that Obi-Wan, and unfortunately, Bombadil, I'm just gonna say it. I think Bombadil was I think it was a good choice not to have him in the movie. It was a good choice to have him in the movie, because for people who are uninitiated with Bombadil, they'd just be like, well, why doesn't he just take the ring to Mordor? I mean, he's not affected by it. He just puts the ring on and he's like, I don't care. He's like, dude, it's all good. I don't care. So why doesn't he just take the ring to Mordor? So for a lot of people, it would have just been like, it would have let it. I think I saw an interview with Peter Jackson about the whole Tom Bombadil thing as well, and they always wanted they wanted the ring to be a threat. They never wanted it to feel like the ring was not a threat to anyone, and to have him in there sort of lessens the impact of the danger of the ring in his mind anyway. And I think it's a good point. I mean, you know, if you know all the lore of Tom Bombadil and all the backstory of him and know how powerful he is and everything, but if you're just watching a movie, how do you weave that in there to make it like, without just like giving exposition to say, oh, Tom Bombadil is, you know, ancient being that does not care about power, and, you know, basically just like you give the whole exposition for him. It's hard to translate that in a movie. And yeah, I would have liked to see him too, but I understand why they didn't bring him in. I mean, just cuz. Well, the Eagles just usually didn't get involved, from what I understand. And also, if they were to fly him in, what's to stop him from just getting shot down? I mean, probably that's something they would have thought, you know, I would have thought that's something, as, you know, Sauron's not a dummy. He probably would have thought, well, if something flies in, I'm just going to shoot it down. I mean, the whole thing with the hobbits is that it was going to be so secret, you know, to keep them, you know, they didn't want the eye of Sauron to be focused on Mordor at all, and the hobbits were able to sneak in. That's why, I mean, that's why the battle at the gates of Mordor even happened, is just to keep Sauron's eye focused on Aragorn. I mean, that's why Aragorn picked up the Palantir and basically just slapped it down in front of slapped his bit junk down in front of Sauron and said, "Here I am, sucker, and I'm coming for you," because they wanted the eye fixed on them, and it just gives me the idea that if they had tried flying into Mordor, probably he would have seen it. I mean, now, they were able to fly in afterwards because guess what? He's dead. You know? Lord of the Rings is based on a series of books. It is. It is. It is. It is. Well, yeah, it's just, you know, for me, Obi-Wan, it didn't really devalue the movie much. I mean, I like that they paid a little bit of homage to Tom Bombadil through Treebeard. I mean, you know, they paid a little homage to him there with Treebeard's stuff. So I thought that was nice. I mean, that was nice. Okay, so let's drop that. search a little bit in here. We are going to search really slowly. There we go. But yeah, I would have liked to seen Tom Bombadil in it as well. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I understand why they left him out. I mean, they put other stuff. They put other stuff in it as well. I mean, you know, that wasn't in. I mean, Eowyn was not in it as much as she was in the movie. So, I mean, actually, even Saruman wasn't even in the early books. I mean, he didn't actually make an appearance, I think, until, was it early Return of the King or late Two Towers? I mean, he sort of was a known issue, but oh wow, look at that. Look at that right there. That's the first time I found that behind the box there. But that's what they've done. They put that behind the box. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that nuts? And you know, and they changed, you know, in the end, the scouring of the Shire never happened. You know, there's the books. The books and the movies are never going to be alike, but I think it was a great adaptation for what they were going for. I mean, even Christopher Tolkien didn't like the Lord of the Rings movies, which is fine. I think he's wrong, but, you know, it's fine. The books are always going to be better, though. I mean, there's been very... I can't think. I'm trying to think of a movie where the book was not as good as the movie itself. Or better than the movie. And I can't really think of one. Because most movies are not, like... And the thing, too, is it's hard with a movie to actually translate... It's hard to translate movies, you know, from a book. Because there's so much stuff in books that they can just do. They can give you all sorts of backstory. Books are all tell, not show, where movies are shows, not tells. Well, they should be anyway. That's why movies these days suck, is that they're all trying to tell us everything in a movie instead of showing us things in a movie. And at movies, we want to see things in. We want to see things in. The end of the opera book is far worse than the play in the movie. Well, there you go. We've all missed things. Don't worry about it. It happens. It happens. We all miss stuff. There's so many hidden things in here. Oh, don't get me started on the Witcher series. I mean, the first season I was okay with, but second and third season, I didn't even finish the third season. I was so disgusted by it. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm even not that big. I'm not even that big into Witcher, and I was just like, nah, this is not great. I can see why Henry Cavill walked away from it. Because I want in a Witcher series, I want to see the Witcher killing monsters and slaying things. Yeah. Yeah. I want to see. It's a show called The Witcher. It's a show called The Witcher. And then to find out that the author of the series, they weren't even listening to him, made me go, oh, okay, well, that's good. All right, sounds like a plan, guys. Sounds like a plan there. Oh, wow, we have 17 birch bark. That's crazy. Crazy. Oh, you meant the books. Okay, I was going to say the show itself. Good God, the Witcher show was... Oh, my God. I can't believe... I mean, I know the guy just signed up for a paycheck on it, but it's like, oh, God, dude. I mean, that's one reason that the One Piece series is so good. Is that Oda he kept complete control. I mean, he did listen to input they had, but in the end, he had the complete say of yes or no on certain things being done. It had to go through him. He didn't relinquish his control of it, so... Yeah, the Witcher games really made The Witcher more popular, that's for sure. That is for sure. Well, yeah, they messed with the story and the lore. Henry pointed it out because Henry is. I mean, that's one thing I love about Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill should just be like in every movie ever. I mean, all the guys love him. All the gals love him. I mean, you know, it's like he crosses over so many boundaries that other actors don't, as far as like appeal, and he's like ostracized. It's just like, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. All right, we're gonna dump a little bit of this in here because we're actually making our forge run now. How much time do we got? Oh, it is almost nighttime. Let's get out here. Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy, and Smiley's people were better than books. Okay. Okay, let's put it this way, Kenneth. Books that were popular, that were like really popular, that had mass appeal. Like, would you say the Harry Potter movies are better than the books? Or that the Hunger Games movies are better than the books? Because like I've heard of Smiley's People and Tailor Soldier Spy. I've never read those though. I mean I wouldn't know anything about those. I don't think either of those compare to a Lord of the Rings or a Hunger Games or a Harry Potter. Yeah, he's a nerd and a gamer, yeah. And he loves 40K, which is just, I'm not a big 40K guy, but I got friends who are, and that's just like, dude. I mean, I know how rabidly passionate those guys are about 40K, and he seems to be about the same. It's safe to say that it's generally that they're better than the subsequent media. Not always. But they're generally better. It's just, as I was saying, it's just very hard to translate. It's very hard to translate a book into a movie, you know, beat by beat. It's very hard to do that. Because live action, you can't, unless you do a whole bunch of, like, interior monologue on characters, it's very hard to give a backstory and a lot of stuff like they can in a book, where they could just drone on for a whole chapter about a dude's backstory, and you're like, okay, that's cool. "40K is an insane world lore and love it. I don't play the game, but love the world lore." Well, and from what from what my friends have told me, the world of 40K is not a world that you want to live in at all. That world is horrible. That's like the most horrible hellscape you could ever imagine. It's crazy. The book Eye of the Needle will give you nightmares. Where do authors get these ideas? I don't read those kind of books. What about Jaws? I'll admit, I saw Jaws one time, and I never really had an interest in seeing it again. I don't think Jaws was that great of a movie. It was okay. It just wasn't my bag. It wasn't my bag. I know, hate me. That's my hot take of the day. Jaws was okay. It was mid. So people are just gonna be losing their goddamn crap out there right now. They're like, what the hell are you talking about? See, for me, I felt very much the same when I read Song of Ice and Fire, and those books from Martin, and then I also felt kind of the same way when I read the I was never a big fan of the Wheel of Time series. I read like 4 of the Wheel of Time books, and I finally just gave up. I just can't handle this anymore. I just can't handle. I just don't really care. I know it's like an epic tale, but honestly, Jordan could just like, he could write so much detail of everything all the time. It's just like, nah, I'm good. I tried. I really tried. I read like 4 of the Wheel of Time sim books and like the first 4, and then I was just like, I'm over it. It has to end. And so I ended it. Just not my bag. I mean, it's okay. It just wasn't my bag. Okay, so we only have 2 pieces of metal on us right now. We need a few more pieces of metal on us, boys and girls, before we go do this forge run. At least the weather's decent out for the moment. Let's go in here. The new Percy Jackson TV series is actually great so far versus the awful movies. I'd wager the author being heavily involved is a huge aspect. Well, Finnegan, I think that has a lot to do. I really appreciate creators that stay heavily involved in the process, because to me that means, number one, they actually care about their they're caring more about their the legacy of their product than actually just made, you know. Of course they want to get paid. We all want to get paid. I'm not going to shame them for that. But they care more about the legacy of their product though, and their baby, than just getting a paycheck. It's not just a paycheck to them. They're like, I care about my stuff, and I don't want somebody else to F it up. And I think a lot also, I know that a lot of that probably stems now from seeing how, you know, Game of Thrones shat the bed in the last couple seasons, because Martin was not really, I mean, he was giving outlines, he wasn't writing. They ran out of source material for it, let's just put it that way. They ran out of the original source material for it, and you know, Martin wasn't really, I mean, he was involved, but he should have been writing his damn books. He should still be writing his damn books, but he's not. I think when it comes down to it, Game of Thrones will become one of those where, you know, I know Robert Jordan passed away before he finished Wheel of Time, but I think Martin's is going to be more dramatic, because Martin has had decades to finish that series and still has not done it. It's not like Jordan. Jordan was actually pumping out books still, and Martin's not doing jack crap. He's off dinking around on other stuff. Yeah, he's just laughing all the way to the bank. So, oh, Game of Thrones, spend 10 pages describing new character, then never referencing them again. I just hated the books. Yeah, for me, Game of Thrones was kind of just like, it was okay. So 2 and a 48. Oh, it was like 53. I mean, but can you remember a time though? I mean, think of that era when Game of Thrones was big. I mean, that was the biggest thing in the world. I mean, that was literally the biggest thing in the world for such a long time. 52. So 2 and 52. And yeah, it's kind of reminded me of how the Walking Dead phenomena happened right up until Negan came in. But then again, it's weird. I actually watched a guy sort of talk about, you know, the rise and the fall of Walking Dead, and I never had put together what bothered me so much towards that Negan, you know, towards the entrance of Negan, and he, you know, he nailed it down really well with their whole boomerang storytelling, and the fake, you know, it started having the fake out deaths where they would fake out the death of a character, and then they wouldn't really be dead. You know, that was like the big whole Glenn thing. And then bringing Glenn back just to, you know, we all knew Glenn was gonna die. I mean, that was it. For those of us who read the comics, we knew Glenn was destined to die. But, you know, to have them fake it out and then just kill him in that way was just like, okay. You know, it was like, it just felt, The Walking Dead towards that season was really going badly. That's when it started to be the downfall for it.
Yeah, the Glenn fake out. And the funny thing about that, Finnegan, is I totally knew that Glenn was gonna die at some point. I totally knew Glenn was gonna die. I mean, that was sort of like, you know, I was like, okay, I did wonder. I was like, okay, well, maybe they won't kill him because they aren't being completely faithful to the source material. You know, they took some liberties. That's fine. You know, you can do that when you adapt something, but, you know, it was like, it was sort of a slap in the face that they did the whole fake out. Then we had to wait months to find out that it was a fake out. And then they just went ahead and just offed him anyway. I was like, really? Okay. Yeah, and then see, I didn't even watch that far, Cindy. I heard Negan and Maggie got together. I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm glad I didn't watch it myself. I'm glad I didn't watch it myself. But yeah, I mean, the guy who did a whole like retrospective on YouTube about it, why the rise and the rise and the fall of The Walking Dead. It was really good. It was really well done. It was very thoughtful. It was about an hour video on YouTube, but it was a really well done video. And you know, he kind of went over all the sort of pitfalls they faced, the change in you know, the people who were running the show, the different ways they tried to take the show. So Glenn's fake out on the episode where they killed him because they killed Abraham first, then took out Glenn. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you didn't even know that about Maggie. Yeah, that's Finnegan. I didn't either until I watched this thing. I thought Abraham was a cool, interesting character too. Well, they don't get together, but they become uneasy allies, basically. But, you know, Walking Dead had its heyday. It got well past its heyday after that season, though. Well, and the boomerang storytelling was a problem as well. And the way the guy explained it is, you know, you basically have like 3 separate storylines going, and instead of interweaving those storylines and having the characters, you know, be in this storyline, you know, having all 3 stories in an episode, they would boomerang the episodes. They would basically have one episode focused around this group of characters. Then the next episode would be around this group of characters. The next episode would be around this group of characters. Which is fine if you're streaming a show, because people can just go through it really quick and find it out. But you gotta remember, back then Walking Dead was being released once a week. And so it would be almost a month. You basically they'd leave you on some cliffhanger with one group of characters, and then the next week they would come back and it'd be a completely different group of characters that, yeah, I was gonna come out here and get the medal. It would be a completely different group of characters, and you're like, wait a second, what happened to, you know, and then you'd have to wait like a month to get the next, you know, part of Rick's story or whatever it was. It's like, okay, you're really gonna do this to us? And yeah, they were really doing that to you. And it kind of sucked. Well, yeah, you have to work with who you don't like, but you know, I'm sorry. I would never work with a guy who just smashed my husband's head in with a baseball bat. That would probably be a line that I would draw, and I'd be like, yeah, as much as I need you, I can't do that. I'm gonna Shane you right now and just shoot you in the leg and leave you for the Z's. I was gonna leave you for the Z's. And I honestly, I don't buy the whole Negan redemption thing. I think in an apocalypse it really brings out, you know, who people kind of really are in a way. Like the good and the bad. I think there'll be people, you know, in that sort of situation, there'll be people who step up that you would never imagine stepping up. And there'll be people who you think are like the best in town, who are probably the worst. I never knew there was a body down here. Nothing on it, but hey, it's kind of cool to see a body down there. Excuse me, Mr. Wolf. Hey, Cass, I'm doing good. Get out of here, you stinky wolf. You stinky wolf butt.
Weapons here.
I have a rule, I only watch stuff as a whole series. I also get my wife to watch first. I won't watch a series with a cliffhanger. Hey! Atheenon, I feel you, but we don't know until we're there what we'll do. I had to work with people I hated when deployed in the Middle East. I guess the thing is, I guess, I don't know. Killing a spouse or killing a relative, somebody doing that is a whole different scale. That to me just is like a different scale. I don't know. For me, I would find that almost impossible. I would work with them, but I would be looking to bring them down at some point. I guess I could work with them, but I would eventually want to end them. I know you don't like the current Marvel stuff, but you have to check out Loki. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. I mean, I love the first few seasons of Walking Dead. I know a lot of people don't like season 2 of Walking Dead. I like season 2 of Walking Dead. Some of the most memorable things to me were in season 2 and 3. I loved Herschel. I loved the whole Herschel farm thing, and I like the idea of, people thinking, oh well, they're just sick, and we'll be able to cure them eventually. Not really understanding, what the disease is about. I sort of like that concept. It was kind of an interesting concept. Oh wow, that would be tough. Then Sophia came out of the barn. It was like, no, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that season, I know a lot of people call that the boring season of The Walking Dead. I found that season to be kind of tense-filled. I mean, there was a tension between Shane and Rick. There was a tension between Rick and Lori. There was a tension between Herschel and Rick and his group. There was all this tension going on. And then there was, Shane kind of losing, slowly but surely, in my mind, losing his gall-dang mind. Wow, this wolf just does not want to go away, does he? I just thought it was just cool overall. I honestly think when they ran into the governor's whole thing, that for me kind of was like, oh, okay. Now we're not focusing on the zombie problem so much anymore. We're focusing on the other cruddy humans in the world. Which I know has to be an aspect of something like that. You saw that in Z Nation. You saw that in a bunch of other zombie type movies, but at the same time, it kind of changed the show at that point. It really did. Yeah, wolves reset really quickly now. In Walking Dead, where did all the resources go? They drive around and try to fix vehicles, and in the U.S., there should have been replacement guns all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, that... Kenneth, that's for the longest time. That's why I played no zombie games on channel. I was totally over the zombie stuff. It was so oversaturated, Kenneth, that I was just like, I don't want to do any, I don't want to play any zombie games. I don't want to see any zombie shows. I'm done. You know, it's sort of like the vampire craze back in the, you know, the 90s, the Anne Rice vampire craze, which then led to Twilight and all that sort of stuff. And I was just kind of like over vampires. It's like, okay, I don't really care. Darren, hello. You know, I haven't hated. I love 7 Days to Die now, and State of Decay 2, Miss Survival. You know, I have fun with those games now. You guys though changed my mind. I'm not gonna say my mind wasn't changed. See, I was never a big fan of Buffy. I know it was a great show. I mean, guys like Mauler rave about Buffy all the time. I know it was an amazing show. I just never watched it when it came out, and so I go back and watch it a little bit now, and I'm like, to me, it's just kind of cheesy. But I have not watched that one yet. No, I've not watched Itaewon Class yet. I haven't had a chance to watch a lot of shows lately, so sparkly vampires that can be in the sun. The reason we vampires don't go in the sun is because we sparkle, baby. Yeah. Let's go. Let's sparkle. Show me your sparkle, Edward. It's like, oh, shut up. I'm sorry. Even they got so lazy by the end of it, they didn't even make them sparkle. Anyone here been playing Lego Fortnite? I've been enjoying it in the last few days. I've got some great survival and base building features. I've heard that the Fortnite Lego is kind of cool. Supernatural was great for like the first, I don't know, 3, 4, maybe 5 seasons. Supernatural was amazing. Supernatural lasted a lot longer than it should have, though. Unfortunately. So Supernatural outlived its time, in my opinion. It just did. And I honestly wish it had it, but it just kind of did. No bedroll. Shooting shenanigans. But yeah, Supernatural was really good. I think the thing about Supernatural that kind of bummed me out after a while is I really like Supernatural when, much like Doctor Who, this was my problem with Doctor Who as well, in the Matt Smith series. I liked it when there was like an overarching like theme, like, you know, finding the yellow-eyed, like first season, second season, finding the yellow-eyed demon that killed their parents. Great concept. But in the meantime, they did a lot of Monster of the Week type things where there was a different monster every week. I loved it when it was Monster of the Week. I really like that. And no, I'm not saying I don't like the show. I like the entire thing. I think the ending was a little but I think my biggest problem with Supernatural after a while is it got kind of repetitive. I mean, how many times did Sam and Dean die in that show and come back from the dead? How many times? I mean, it got a little after the third or fourth time each of them came back, I was kind of like, okay. It's the idea of a show having consequences. That's when Bobby died, it was like really heavy. It was like, oh my god, but they killed Bobby. I mean, I love Bobby. He was a great character, but when he died, it was like, oh my god, that's nuts. You know, so you know, the show when there weren't consequences, that's what kind of drove me nuts with it after a while. But the first like 3-4 seasons of Supernatural were just like perfect. Perfect. They were so good. Yeah, actually I'll be playing Medieval Dynasty tomorrow. I'm going to be checking out all the new stuff with it. I won't be doing multiplayer on it, but I'll be checking out the new stuff with it. But, you know me, I don't really do multiplayer stuff. And my packages will be delivered today. Beautiful. But yeah, I played Medieval Dynasty, bad boys, since like the mid to late beta. So yeah, I've been playing Medieval Dynasty for a long time. It's a great game though. I mean, it's one of the best Dynasty games out there. It really truly is. I think, let's see. Let me check here and see. When did I start playing Medieval Dynasty? Medieval. And a stick. And let's see, when was the first, what was the first one? Okay, I uploaded my first video of it in 2020. Wow, September 19th of 2020. So that's a little while. Co-op's actually kind of fun. Cool. You're gonna do a community day today. When are you gonna be starting a community today? I know they are rambling about bringing it back with the second generation of hunters for a new supernatural. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I mean, supernatural to me is Sam and Dean. It's Sam and Dean. Oh yeah, that's one thing, Chaos, that kind of kept me going with Supernatural, as at least they had something in it that where they kind of like explained the resurrection, you know, and that sort of stuff. But at the same time, after a while, it takes you basically think of them as almost invincible. It's like there's no, the stakes are gone. We all like stakes in our shows. Even if even if we know in our heart that they probably won't kill this main character. Now, Game of Thrones went and threw all that out the window, and they just killed everybody they wanted willy-nilly. But even if we in our hearts think, oh, they won't kill off this guy, as long as we feel like they're in danger, it adds that extra little excitement to it, where we're like, okay, it could possibly happen. He could be in danger. Something could happen that would be bad. But once that is kind of gone, it's hard to recapture that once the show loses that feeling. Once that show loses its feeling, it's kind of gone. You're not gonna recapture it that easily. And after a while, Supernatural kind of got that way. I just felt like the stakes weren't there like they were in the first few seasons. I mean, heck, the first episode of the series, they kill Sam's girlfriend like that. She's just gone. We get to know her for like 5 minutes, and she's just dead. It's like, okay. This is gonna get real quick. So yeah, I mean, that's the crazy thing about that show that I loved in the early days. Have a good look there, BK. Because you always had that sense of, oh my god, they could actually kill this character off. Although I sort of knew they weren't going to do it to Sam and Dean, but you never knew. You never knew. I watched the Vikings for about the first season or so. It wasn't really my jam. I'm not a big Viking person. It was okay. I mean, it was pretty well done and everything. I mean, the show itself was well done, so. Hey, Brian, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, Vikings was pretty good. I mean, it was a beautiful show. I mean, they did a great job costume-wise, as far as the costumes go, as far as the actors go. They did a really great job. I just kind of lost interest of it after a while. And then I think the thing is it went off whatever streaming service I was watching it on. You got to remember, I haven't had television in like, I don't know, 15 years at this point. So if it's not on a streaming service that I'm watching or that I'm subscribing to, and I don't subscribe to them all, because I think it's just a waste of money to subscribe to them all just for one show or something like that. So I think whatever service it was on, it went off after like the second season or something like that, and I was like, oh, and then I just kind of fell behind. Same thing happened with the most of the WB shows, the DC shows, which actually, from what I hear, I sort of got out at the good time, because I got out right after the time travel thing all started happening. And so I got out in the golden age of Arrow and Flash and stuff like that. So I feel actually kind of fortunate that it went off the streaming services I was watching at that point. Because I have good memories of Arrow and Flash. So I guess bully for me. But, and then once they came back onto the streaming service, it was like, oh, there's 7 seasons? I'm not going to watch all that. I have no desire to watch. I have other things I want to see. I gotta get my K-dramas in. Come on. I'm not going to watch all that stuff. I've got my Korean dramas to watch now, so. This is how it goes. Wow, this is a very, very long walk over here. Well, we're gonna grab every cattail we can, because we're gonna need them, baby. The good news is, we have arrow making... Where's my feathers at? Did I leave my... Wait a second, did I leave my feathers? Did I leave my feathers at the dam? Oh no, did I leave my feathers at the dam? I think I left my feathers at the dam. That's a problem. I do have a few cattails. We got 71 of them right now, so... Yeah, we may have to dump stuff and run back to the dam real quick. I didn't mean to do that. I think I threw them in the bin. I think I threw them in the trash can. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We could just... You know what? I'm not even going to bother with it. We will make our bow at the forge there. We'll come back and make... We'll come back. We'll make an arrow or two just to have some protection. I'm not going to walk... When we go to Pleasant Valley, then we'll do it. No, we are headed that direction right now, Brian. We actually found the heavy hammer in the ravine, in the trailer, not the trailer, in the train car up there where it's crashed. So we are headed to the forge right now. But we're making ourselves get a little food along the way. God, I'm like of two minds. It's like, do I want the bedroll or do I want the mag lens? It's like bedroll or mag lens, bedroll or mag lens. I think I want the bedroll, to be honest. Hey, Rediz, how you doing? There's our first ptarmigans. Ptarmigans over there, but I ain't gonna do nothing to them right now. We're gonna wait. Well, no bedroll under here. That sucks. We'll finally get a pot. That's great. Do I really? Nah, I don't need a torch in here. We don't get... No, actually, I do need a torch in here, don't I? Hey, Andrea, how you doing? Well, once we get a bow and arrow, we're gonna go straight carnivore diet, and we're going to start trying to get vitamin C deficiency, whatever it's called. I'm not gonna be able to carry this. And there's a pan for us. Nice. We're gonna be trying to get the scurvy. Or at least try to get the affliction of it. So we got no maglins back there. Got another hook there. Oh, we got the maglins. No bedroll for us in this place. Ew. Boo-hoo. Oh, well, that's fine. Winter holidays have finally begun. Nice. There's so many cans in here, it's crazy. We'll leave most of the cans here, though, for ourselves. Yeah, unfortunately, if you find the Meglens here, you will not find a bedroll, and vice versa. If you find the bedroll here, you will get a Meglens here, which makes me sad. But it is what it is. How much water do I have right now? I've got 1.84 liters. Let's make a little fire. There we go. Well, Regis, I'm glad the winter holidays have finally begun. That's awesome news. That's great news.
Come on. Turned out pretty well.
It did turn out pretty well. Let's throw the other book in there. Let's throw some sticks in there. Get that on there, and let's also put a pot on there. There we go. Let's grab that can. Let's get some water made here real quick. There we go. Woo! Now you have 2 weeks to rest and play Long Dark. Nice. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get. I'm definitely gonna try to get it, and that way we can sort of see what we need to do to get out of it. All right. I need to go and take a quick body break, though, boys and girls, so I will be right back here. Let's get an hour's sleep. There we go. All right. I'm going to go. I need to go just use the bathroom real quick, so I will be right back in just a second. And I'll see y'all then. Hold on 1 minute. Alrighty. We are back. Let's just resume our file here. There we go. Let's get our water off of there. 28 men still boiled there. Let's just go ahead and put that down.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I know, because you got a lot of water on you, buddy. We burn all the books. I'm even gonna burn that one because I don't care. We burn all the books. All the books must be burned. How much time do we have on the fire? 52 minutes? Okay, that'll be enough to do a liter, I think. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now we can eat up some cattails. Let's see what food we have here, too. Oh, I'm gonna wait till I get a knife or something and open those up then. I'll leave those here, probably. But hello, how's everybody doing? We're back. Cameron, how are you? How's it going today? Hope you're having a great day. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Let's go to the forge today. Yeah, we should be on to Mystery Lake and the forge now, not not Pleasant Valley. We are probably gonna hit Pleasant Valley today. Let's change that real quick. Let's change that up real quick. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right. How long is your stream going to be? Then I know when to start mine. Well, I'm going to be streaming on YouTube here for about another hour and 15 minutes, and then we're going to be switching over to just a Twitch stream, doing some Dyson Sphere program, and then we will be doing that only for about 3 hours on Twitch because I gotta go down and pick my son up to bring him home from college. So gotta go get my son for college today. But yeah, just for about another hour and a half. So just for about another hour and 15 minutes or so, and then I'll be just going over to a Twitch stream only at that point. Hold on, just a second, boys and girls.
You're starting to slow me down.
He is studying computer engineering. He's studying to become a computer engineer. Doing stuff that I can't even imagine what he's doing. I don't even understand it at all. Something with computers. Something with computers. You just got back into the long dark, Cameron? Oh man. If you've been away for any amount of time. There's so much in the long dark right now that's going on. Okay, so we got 10 pieces of metal. That's great. I think I'm gonna leave the antiseptic here. Because I got old man beard, so we're good on that. We can leave the antiseptic here. We can also leave these pills here too. Well, you know, he likes computers, and guess what? Computers are kind of part of our life now. I don't think there's going to come a time anywhere in the near future that computers won't be somehow tied into things that we do. I'm just going to take one birch with me because I don't think I'm going to have enough feathers to make even 3 arrows. I need 5. You know, I'll take 2 birch just in case. Just in case we have enough. Let's go ahead and crack these nuts real quick. Let's do that real quick. No, Magic Jack, I'm not studying anything. I'm not. I'm past. Well, I study life in general. I'm past my point of having like a field of study. Let's just put it that way. Let's go ahead and leave 30 of those here. We're gonna find more. Let's leave the. I should have left those behind. I'm just seeing what else we can drop here. Let's go ahead and tear these torches apart. But he's enjoying it. He's sort of in the end of his. You know, he's got about another year and a term, something like that, to go. So, but he's enjoying it. Let's make one more torch using our tools. Crazy how much they changed the game. It's like making the game even better, though. Oh yeah, I mean, there. You know, despite some people's complaints about, oh, it's not the same as it used to be, blah blah blah. It's easier or whatever. I think it's still just as challenging today. Just different challenges. There's just different challenges in it today than there used to be. Wait a second. I have 18 birch bark. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I always forget it. I always forget it goes under fire starting. Because it's technically a fire starter. At least it used to be. So I always forget it's under fire starting in the game. I'm always like, I always think it should be under medicine, but it's not until you actually prepare it. Once you've prepared the birch bark, it's under medicine. Before you prepare the birch bark, it's under fire starting. Which is annoying. Which is purely annoying. Okay, let's drop the canned foods here. Actually, you know what? Let's take the canned foods with us. We aren't that heavy. We're only at 39 kilos. I will leave this behind, and oh, I could actually make the oats now. Never mind, I don't need the canned foods. I can make oats now, so let's drop all the canned foods until we can actually open them with cans, because I now have a pan, so I can make tons of oats. I can sow my wild oats. Humankind Odyssey, I did actually play that, yes, I did. It was actually pretty fun. I mean, I kind of lost interest in it after a while, but I did play it, yes. That's the one where you spin around as you fly around as a monkey, right? Isn't that the one where you started as a monkey? Yep, I got pot. I got pot, baby. Okay, so we got everything else I want on us. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun for the time I played it. I will say I just kind of got I just kind of lost interest in it after a while. It wasn't horrible. I just kind of lost interest in it. It was a pretty fun game though. They did a good job with it. Oh, we can leave some water behind. I was like, we're still pretty heavy. What else could I leave behind? Let's leave a little bit of water behind. Oh, you got engulfed in that? Oh, dude, sometimes games can just take you like that. There'll be games you just get like sucked into, and it's just like, it's such a struggle. It's not like it's a struggle, but it's a struggle to get get out of them once you're in them. You're like, oh my god, I'm playing this game so much and I love it, and then you're like, oh god, I really need to like maybe play a couple other games or something too. I mean, The Long Dark in a lot of ways is like that for me.
Something's gotta go.
Birch bark in real life is cool. Tinder from dead trees. They should give a 10% bonus to start a fire. Realistically, see, I've always thought that Lithar that you should never have 100% chance to start a fire in this game. There should always be that percentage chance that you can start the fire. But that birch bark, you could get up to 90%. Say you could get your skill to where you have a 90% chance, but birch bark would always push it to 100. Birch bark would be the thing that tips it over the top, you know. So even or just Tinder in general, so that because you know, eventually you level up out of Tinder. You don't need Tinder anymore after a while. Hopefully that distracts Mr. Wolfie. Yep, Mr. Wolfie's going the other way. Good. Yep, the Wolfie's going to check out my rock over there. He's like, I heard something over here. I heard something burn. There was something going. Something going on. I think there's a heavy hammer outside Quonset. You never checked the barrels. I never did. I found a heavy hammer though, so we have a heavy hammer. Bam! We're heavy and we're hammered. Yeah, Quonset's not one I usually check around there either, so. There's a lot of new spawn points, that's for sure, Long Dark Gaming. Lots of new spawn points for all the different tools, which is cool. Which is cool. It gives us a chance to find them in different places. You don't know where they get the plastic bottles. Well, I have 6,500 hours playing Lithar. I have no idea either. So where do they get those plastic bottles from? We will never know. We'll never know where they get them from. Where do they pull them out from? Maybe we don't want to know. That may be the more important thing. We don't want to know. Yep, I just crossed the 6,500 mark like
To escape this cold.
a week ago or so. So I got a few hours playing this game, just a couple here and there. A couple here and there. Nothing big. Drink a little water. Those plastic water bottles are in everybody's cars these days. That's true. There are a lot of plastic bottles in people's cars these days. Everybody seems to have them.
So cold. Just when we lay down.
Well, now we can actually... Gosh dang it. Stop throwing your damn rocks, dude. Okay, put your rocks away. You don't get to... You're gonna throw your rocks. You don't get them. You don't get them. You don't get to play with them. You just don't get to have the rock out. Now, we have a fire striker. Yes, we do. Okay, so I can walk with the torch out, no problem. Because even if I accidentally hit that, it won't light the torch automatically for me. See, like that? See, that would have been a wasted match back in the day before we had that. Or we had the fire striker. I like to think of them as we're finding hydro flasks. Nydia. Hey, we're just finding hydro flasks laying around. That's what it is. That's what it is. We all start somewhere. I'm proud to have my first couple badges in the game, continuing to learn and grow. Oh yeah, that you know, that's the thing, Rusty, is nobody, no matter where you're at in your long dark journey, we've all been there. We've all been there. You know, just working on our badges, working on our achievements, you know, trying to better ourselves. You know, it's all about the journey, and we all know what you're going through because we've all had to do it too. Which adds to that sort of sense of camaraderie with the game, so. Wonder if the improvised gloves have a POV look. I don't know if they do or not. That's so... I didn't think about that. I do wish the maps on Steam Community were more updated with Ptarmigan, Acorns, Burdock. That was still fun to come across them. Yeah, unfortunately, those maps that they put out there, especially the old Whiteberry maps, those were put out a long time ago and aren't completely accurate. I mean, some people have done more maps since then, but... Yeah, the maps aren't completely 100%. The best map you'll ever have is up here in your head. That's the best map you'll ever have in this game. Is the one you keep right up there. There is the bear. Hello, Mr. Bear. Yep, learning and exploring, exactly. Yeah, the old maps, I mean, they put a lot of work into those old maps, Rusty. I mean, those were like the gold standard of maps back then. They really, truly are. You notice, by the way, how many more cattails are in the game now? I mean, usually you'd find like maybe 3. It's like the actual volume of cattails in a cattail spot is up quite a bit. It used to be these were like 2s or 3s, and now they're 4s to 6s. At least I've noticed that. And more burdock root as well. Yep, they've added in more burdock nodes too. I honestly don't know if a torch would light right now. We're gonna get the flare out. We're gonna have some flare, baby. Give me some flare. No such thing as too many cattails. I know. Nope, there's never such a thing as too many cattails. God dang it, that scared the crap out of me. You damn metal barrels rattling around over here. Stop the madness. By the way, if you're ever chased by a bear or a wolf and you want to get away, boop, they can't get you up here. All you gotta do is just parkour over that little area there and you'll be fine. And then you can kind of surveil them and see what you want to do. Some tomato soup, a little more scrap iron. Nice piece of cedar. We'll go get warmed up here in the trailer real quick. There might actually be a coat in here. Nope, another sweater. Good Lord, what? And another hacksaw. What is my luck? This is the second game where I've had like no coats at all. No coat luck at all. Spark plug and another flare. And we should be able to get a mag lens fire. Heck yeah. Woo! Let's go! Yeah, it's a good place. Well, you could also hunt the bear from there as well, Nydia. And the bear can't get you up there. Yeah, that's our third hacksaw now. Fun fact, cattails has a clear gel when you pull the stock up out of the base that acts like a natural ambisol. If it's not strong, but has a numbing effect. Oh, okay.
It worked.
It acts like almost like an anesthetic or something. Ooh, what did we just get? We just got fire starting 2. Nice. Excellent, Smithers. Put a couple coals down there. Yeah, we got 3 hacksaws now. 3 hacksaws. Oh, all the chat's gonna hate me for that. No, he destroyed a hacksaw. Free metal, guys. Free metal, boys and girls. Free metal. Free metal. That's all I can think of is free metal. And we can now make a porridge. Yeah, let's go. What traits do I normally say are the best when I start a new run? For me, I use the 2 traits, the cold fusion and the snow walker. Those are the 2 that I use. Mainly because those are things you cannot give yourself or out level in the actual game. Snow walker and cold fusion are 2 traits that you could they basically add to your character, and you cannot get them in, and you can't do anything to get something that's like equivalent to those. Potato time. Forage time. Let's make up a couple of coffees for ourselves too. And then let's drop our other coffees here. Don't forget, we have a thermos. And we can put our coffees in our thermos. We can now drink a coffee, give ourselves a little energy and a warm up. Woo! Yeah, it's just, you know, the thing, you know, like efficient machine, it's a nice feat, don't get me wrong. But I always feel taking efficient machine at a certain point, if your intention is to use efficient machine or the fire starting feat, Darren, if your purpose of taking those is to make a short run more livable, I totally get it. But if you're going for a long run, you're gonna eventually level out of level 3 fire starting. I mean, the fire starting one would be the bomb if it was level 5 fire starting, because you could never, you know, you'd never level out of that. But you're gonna eventually level to level 4 and 5. And the, how many for oats? 403 at my current skill level. So it probably goes up from there. And then efficient machine, if you're doing a long run, efficient machine, you're gonna eventually have so much food that it doesn't really matter. And honestly, I've never, I mean, like this game, I've had well fed from the beginning. There's not, I mean, I've not starved myself at all this game. You don't have to starve yourself to survive. You can do well just with the cattails and stuff like that that's in the game. So I don't find those to be very useful for a long game. For a short game, yes, they could be really useful for a short game. In fact, I've taken the fire starting feat in some short games where I just didn't want to have to deal with Tinder. I knew I was never gonna I was never gonna do a long run game, but usually, you know, I'll usually have skill 5 in pretty much everything by, you know, a couple hundred days. I mean, and that's just through that's not even trying to like power level it or anything. That's just playing it, you know, playing the game and doing the normal activities you do during the game. Cooking, making fires, you know, that sort of stuff. Making lots of teas, that's very important. Making lots of teas is like one of the most important things you can do in the game. Wow, no wolf out here? Really? Interesting. So, we're gonna go to Pride Rock here. And then we'll go over to the Kissing Rocks. Oh, there's a wolf. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Long games are like Free Runner and Snow Walker. Less stamina when sprinting and faster stamina recharge, never get old. Yeah, see, Snow Walker for me, I always love. Because Snow Walker, you know, it never gets old. There's never a moment you're like, gosh, I wish my stamina wasn't regenerating as fast as it usually, you know, I wish it wasn't as fast as it is. And with Cold Fusion, you can never go wrong with Cold Fusion. I mean, 2 extra degrees, especially in the early game, 2 extra degrees could be the difference between you being hot or cold inside a house. Late game, it's not as important, but 2 extra degrees is 2 extra degrees. Sometimes I've been outdoors and it's +1. And it's like, if I didn't have Cold Fusion, guess what? It'd be -1 right now. Which isn't bad. I mean, right now, yeah, see, right now, it's +1 with my torch. That's my torch giving me 3 extra degrees, and my Cold Fusion giving me 2 extra degrees of warmth. So right now, if I didn't have my torch and my Cold Fusion, I would be at -5 degrees at the moment. So it's again those little things that add up to a big, you know, add up to a difference where you can actually survive. Okay, I was thinking I got another message that my package had been delivered. I'm expecting some packages today, so when they come, I have to make a quick run to the door and grab them. Hey, Sturgill, how you doing, buddy? Hello, hello. But see, the beauty of the game, too, is that you can, yeah, with torches, lanterns, and flares give you a 3-degree warmth bonus. There was a while where they weren't, but see, like right now I'm at 0, and now I'm at -3. Even if I just stand, I think even if I just stand around the torch, yeah, even if I just stand by the torch, it acts as a source of warmth. And the flares and the lanterns do the same thing as well. Atheenon, are porch pirates a thing at your place? No, I just don't like to, I live in the upstairs of an apartment complex, like way back in the back of it, so we don't really get porch pirates here. I just like to be proactive and make sure I get my stuff off the porch when when it gets here. I just don't want to leave it out there. It's like, why invite trouble? Drinking a warm drink does reduce heat loss. Like right now, we're going to take a hot coffee out of here, and we're going to Drink that hot coffee. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, I didn't want to do that. No, 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 no. I didn't want to do that. That sucks. I need to smash those down. But you can't drink straight from the thermos now. Unfortunately, when you open the thermos, the only option you have is to remove or place things in it. It'd be kind of cool if you could drink straight from the thermos, but you can't. Oh yeah, and the thermos keeps stuff warm in it. If you put everything in there completely warm, like if like you put all the stuff you put in the thermos is hot when you put it in the thermos, it'll last for like 5 game hours. And usually a hot drink will give you about an hour's worth of warm-up. Yeah, see, we got 50 minutes of warm-up out of that. So it's about an hour's worth of warm-up. So you can usually drink about 4 or 5 of them before they get cold in the thermos. It's great for when you're traveling. It's great for when you're traveling. It's so nice to be able to just pop that thermos, grab a drink out, and be like, hey, here we go. Yeah, you know, I get why it doesn't heat it up, but it'd be kind of nice if it did, wouldn't it? If you have 4 cold and 1 hot, they will go all warm, Cindy, but the overall... See how the thermos has an actual meter by it? When you put them in there and they're all hot, it's full. But the time they stay hot will go down considerably if you only have 1 hot and 4 cold that you put in there. They will go all hot for a moment. You know, they will all warm up from that one because it's like liquid, you know. If you add a whole bunch of hot liquid, you know, or cold liquid to hot liquid and you mix it, you'll have kind of lukewarm liquid at that point. It's not all going to be cold, but it's not going to all be hot either. They'll be hot, but not for very long. The cool down is very quick on them at that point. Another piece of metal, a little more cedar. There used to be a box up here. Oh, there's a backpack over here, though. That's kind of nice. How many more torches do I have? I have this torch and that torch. Okay. I'm going to grab these cattails on the way back because I don't need them right now. I think I have... Yeah, I got 78 cattails. I think that'll be enough. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be awesome. He's got so many cattails. So many nice ones. Big juicy cattails. We got a box over here. Let's see what's in the box. What's in the box? Probably nothing. Oh, we got nothing. Look at that. Big shocker. Well, the way I eat them, they don't last that long. I'm kind of a greedy. He's kind of a greedy cattail eater. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. He eats those cattails like they're going out of style. A hot meter to measure a hot minute. You bet. Atheenon 2024. Make Long Dark great again. That's all I have to say. We'll grab a few cattail stalks here as well. Just cuz. Alright, let's go. Oh, are we actually over? We are actually overweight now. Can I get myself underweight by drinking? Ski jacket at the forge, calling it. Okay. Okay, so we got ski jacket at the forge. How's my Christmas mood? Gonna decorate the homestead while foraging. You know, I'm not a big holiday person. I always kind of holidays kind of bum me out most of the time. I don't even like birthdays and stuff. I'm just not a big holiday person. I don't know. I've never been big into like Christmas, Halloween, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, birthdays. I don't know. Probably I'm weird that way. I do like sweaters. I do like sweaters. I get lots of sweaters. I don't need a coat. I'm that good. I'm that good. We don't need no coats. I'm gonna go wrestle a wolf. That's how strong I am. Piece of coal at the forge. Calling it. All right. All right, bad boy gamer. Good luck with your stream. Have lots of fun, buddy. Oh, we got a Maglin's chance anyway. I don't need the torch. We got a Maglin's chance anyway. Score! I vote for shoes at the forge. Well, I already got deerskin boots. So I don't need them. I don't need them. I just don't. Okay, we did. That did not work. But but the nice thing is that we can just, you know, try again. We can try again. How was it for you when you were growing up? Oh, it's fine. We did lots of holidays. I mean, my mom decorated for Thanksgiving and Halloween and Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, May Day, Easter, all the holidays. I mean, she was, you know, she always decorates. I just never found the decorating that fun. Maybe because it's always like, well, we just got to take it down. Why put it up in the first place? We just got to take it down in like 5 days. Mayday?
Can make something with this.
The Mayday? Did you guys never celebrate Mayday? My mom always did. We always got flowers together and stuff for Mayday. Exactly. Hey, look at that. Well, hey, you were right. We got the boots. We got the boots. We got the boots. Have you guys never heard of Mayday? Come on, you're joshing me right now, right? You're just messing with me. Hey, Nana, not a Canadian holiday. I don't think it's a holiday around here that much either. The first day of May, exactly. It's the first day of May. But hey, Nana, it's going good. It's going pretty decent. We just made it to the forge.
Dusk, so night can't be far behind.
We're gonna open up the safe and see what's in the safe. I don't know what's in the. It could be something good. It could be something horrible. Okay, so 20 is our first number, and then 57ish. I mean, I'm not saying I would say no to a Mackinac jacket right now since I have no jackets at all. 58, so 2058. May Day is a public holiday in the UK. Okay, it is. Oh yeah, I know. I want the wood though. I want the. Why do you think I don't want the wood? Gunpowder and money. Why would I not want the wood? I want the wood. I want the wood to keep my fire going. Gotta have the wood, baby. Give me the wood. Thanks for subbing over on YouTube. Ellie? It might be Elia. It might be Elia. I'm not 100% sure. All right, so we got a 68-degree fire. We're gonna add a little bit more of that. There we go. Now it'll be up to 80 degrees. Then we just can add 4 pieces of coal, and bimbity bambity boomity boo, we will have a fire at 150. Nice. It just hadn't been said for. Oh, that's what. Okay, it hadn't been said. Just Ellie's fine. Okay. Just Ellie's fine. I'm such a goober. I am such a goober. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm just now I'm curious to try this out. Hold on a second, boys and girls. Now I'm curious to see what happens here. Can we actually? That seems completely wrong. That seems completely wrong in so many ways. That seems completely wrong in so many ways. So we basically ate all but the niblets of the acorn grounds, and then we just ground them up into acorn of the acorns. Then we ground them up into acorn grounds. We did nothing wrong there. Nothing wrong at all. That is pretty cool. That is that's actually I kind of like that. That's something they're probably gonna fix. Hey, Slid Holmes with the host in the raid. How's it going, Slid? Well, hey, it's in the game. It's in the game. There we go. Let's get Slid Holmes a... Oops, I have to spell it right first. There we go. Did I spell it right? I think I did. I hope I did. I hope I did. There we go. Go check out Slid Holmes, boys and girls. So yeah, you can actually eat the acorns, and then you can go ahead and grind the little tiny bits of them up into acorn grounds. I don't think that's the way it's supposed to be, but that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Going okay, doing kind of rough challenge, but seeing how we can do. No one gets out alive. ZOC and transition zones only for 50 days. Wow, okay. So just living the Sona contamination life. Interesting. Sounds not fun, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Sounds like it'd be kind of cool, though. For sure. Well, I hope your run goes good, Slid. Our goal is to get a bow, and then basically eat nothing but the meat of our enemies at that point. And then see if we can see what happens when we get our full-blown scurvy risk. Where was the bedroll? We haven't got a bedroll yet. We found a hammer, Ocean. So just to kind of give you what's going on, we found a hammer in in the ravine inside the train car, and so we were like, well, we're just gonna go make our forge run now, because that's a thing that we do. We got 5 hours on that. Let's take that plank there. The red car, yes, the red car, not the blue car, the red car. Put some water in there. Let's go grab these crates up here as well. This should have something underneath it. No, it's this one. It's this one that has stuff underneath it. This has some accelerant. There we go. Get those little accelerantes. Okay, that board is driving me nuts. That board's got to go too. The rail car closest to the dam. I didn't go that... I haven't gone that way yet, Sturgle. The bedroll's not important. The bedroll is of no importance. We got plenty of places to sleep. There we go. We can get to the 150 there, and then we'll just add in a bunch of those. There we go. But no, I did not. We'll check that on our way back, because after we get done with our forge run, we're gonna go back to the Carter Hydro Dam. We're gonna then go into the Winding River in Pleasant Valley, all the way to Ash Canyon. Go get our backpack and the crampons, and then we'll slide back into Timberwolf Mountain, do a summit run, slide back down into Pleasant Valley, tour around there, and then over into Milton and Hush River Valley, that stuff. So at that point, we're probably going to be seeing what scurvy actually does to us. But yeah, the little rail car that you're talking about, the little yellow one that's there on the train tracks, right? I've heard that one can have it. So, oh, we're at 140. We need to add one more piece of coal. And look at this. You can actually add coal, but it doesn't add time. So that's the one thing to watch. Let's make our knife first. Yeah, the yellow one. Okay. But yes, we got the hammer in the ravine. It was in the was in the red train car in the ravine for us, so. And it all of a sudden got clear. All right, now we can do some water, because we're going to do arrowheads. Actually, how much time do we have left on the fire? Oh, we got plenty. We can do some arrowheads. We can do 4 arrowheads.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
We got shelter right here. I got your shelter right here, buddy. Nice thing is you can always do 2 liters of water for every 4 arrowheads you do, which is nice. So you can be doing water and forging at the same time, which is awesome. I love that. And we can only do 1 more, that's fine. It just lets you get some stuff going on. Alright, so how much time we got? 1 hour 49 on that. So here's the thing a lot of people don't know. This entire thing is a sheltered area. And the wind, for whatever reason, the wind never comes in here. So you can build a fire right in the middle of this place and it will never get blown out. Which is actually kind of nice. You built your first snow shelter and it saved your life? Nice. Alright, let's add some reclaimed wood. Let's add some sticks, more reclaimed wood, a couple pieces of coal just for warmth. You know what? Let's cook up a couple of stews. Let's cook up a stew. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that to be done. It's 38 minutes till boiled. Okay, that's fine. Boop-a-doop. So you can always put down this fire here. And you can even sleep by it if you have a bedroll. If you have a bedroll, you can even sleep by it. So that's kind of cool. I don't have a bedroll, so I can't sleep by it, but you can. I was like, where's all my coffee? Oh, my coffee's all inside the thing. Let's eat this dog food real quick. I forgot I have a knife now. I can crack all these cans open. Yay. Boop. Do you feel like on different runs you might have a scarcity, 1 or 2 specific resources and abundance of 1 or 2? I've never really had that. I mean, it seems like I found a lot of hacksaws in this game so far, but that's just sort of, I've looked in a lot of places the hacksaws spawn, so I kind of, you know, get what I deserve. But I don't really feel like I've had, like, a lot of really good luck finding certain things and bad luck finding other stuff. I know what you're saying, though. Because some people have said, like, I've found, like, 5 heavy hammers and no hacksaw. I've never really ran into that, though, so...
Feeling so drained.
Yeah, I know you are, bud. It's okay, though. Don't worry about it. You'll be... You know what? Here, have a cup of Joe. You'll be fine in the morning. Lamp oil for me is almost elusive. Is almost elusive, but I have a lot of heavy hammers. Like 15 pry bars before I found a hammer. I think they've added more pry bars to the game. I do think they've added more pry bars to the game. I really get that feeling. We are always working on well-fed. Well-fed is our love and our life. I can make 1 arrow. 1 arrow. I forgot I had more metal around here. That's okay. But yeah, I will say I have found more, wow, I have a lot of weight on me, don't I? It is a beautiful day. Too bad we have to go sleep it off for the most part. Too bad we have to sleep it off. My Voyagers have like 10 hammers. It's a bit much. Yeah, you tend to get a lot of the tools in the game. Yeah, see, unfortunately we're cold up here, which kind of sucks. And we're cold by 8 degrees, which kind of sucks. That's okay, though. Let's leave a little bit of water here. What else do we have that's heavy on us right now? What else is weighing us down dramatically? Oh, I don't need scrap lead. That's for damn sure. Let's go ahead and make this other arrow shaft real quick. Oh yeah, I have lots of water on me. And yeah, we got one arrow on us, boys and girls. That's just gonna have to suffice for the moment until we find some more feathers. One arrow in a dream. One arrow in a dream, my friends. There might be feathers up here at this deer corpse. That'd be kind of nice. Every time I leave a pile somewhere, I think of Ath and how he'd be annoyed. Today's the last day and last chance to try latest survival updates. Sounds strange. A knife, hatchet, saw to get first piece of meat from a quartered bag. Well, yeah, yeah, they've changed the requirements on all the harvesting of things. You can't just rip into them with your hands anymore. Well, see, unfortunately, I left all my feathers, Cindy. I left them all at the Carter Hydro Dam. So until we go back there, we can't really do much about it. And we'll have to figure out our weight. I know I have a lot of wood. I have a lot of fuel weight on me right now, so... As I pick up 2 more sticks. I'm kind of heavy, but, you know, as I pick up more sticks. Oh my. But how you doing, Vladimir? Hope you're doing well. Today at last, though, you had a chance to try the latest survival update. Woo! Hello, hello, nurse. Well, that busted my arrow. There we go. Wow. I mean, when it's just a corpse of an animal not open with wolf's teeth, sure, you need a true, but quartered pieces seem like they've already been opened. Yes, they had. It does seem like they'd be kind of opened at that point, you know? Ah, we had it under control. No worries. He was a little on the afterburner scale, you know, he's kind of like, woo, I'm a crazy wolf, look at me. I'm a crazy wolf. As long as we got 2 feathers, yeah, there's 2 feathers here. I think we have a feather on us, right? As long as we got 2 feathers, we can make another arrow. Hello, Mr. Deer. We aren't going to eat you, sir, because we need to get inside and get some rest. And, yeah, we'll need to eat a little bit of our cattails. We now have a bow, which is good. Only 1 arrow at the moment, but we do have...
My head feels thick.
What are we? 13 arrowheads on us. That's more than enough. Until we make our second forge run, then we can get a few more. Yeah, but we got more feathers we can get at the wolf there soon, too. And I'm hoping that the deer will spawn more feathers when we sleep tonight as well. And sometimes, if you want to get extra feathers, harvest the feathers around an animal that you want to harvest. And then harvest the animal, and then more feathers will spawn a lot of times. So you can almost get double the feathers off of one animal. Which really can help. How are you doing? I mean, getting ready for Christmas? Life's good? Yeah, you know, life's good. I'm pretty much ready for Christmas. I painstakingly got all my crap in my kitchen right now that I need to wrap up here. which I'm not. I hate wrapping gifts, but I have to wrap up a bunch of gifts, so that's gonna be fun.
Freeze.
But yeah, and then don't forget some small game arrows. Unfortunately, the small game arrows take a bunch of feathers, which I don't have right now. Which I don't have at the moment. I'll have to wait till I get back. Oh, wait a second. Did we get the actual one? Did we actually, oh my god. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ah! Yes! Victory has been achieved! We have the prepper pie recipe now. We actually got the right one. We got the right hatch, like, first time out. That's the first hatch I think we've even gone into. Nice! So you have this new run. How's your signal void progress? Can you jump straight into buried echoes if you wanted? It doesn't actually have, until you get the transmitter or the receiver, you can't actually see it. Oh yeah, all the bunkers are all fixed, but the bunkers in Interloper ID, they're completely empty except for one, which happened to be this one. The first one we found. And that bunker will have the prepper's pie recipe, and it will have a tool in it. We got another hacksaw. Yay! Another hacksaw. But yeah, those bunkers do spawn in Interloper. And we got the prepper pie recipe out of this one. And that's the only place you can get the prepper pie. We need cooking level 5 to make it, but you need acorn grounds, mushrooms, burdock root, water, cooking oil, and salt. Yeah, 15 hacksaws for me now. I don't know, maybe this guy will have something on him. Nope, he doesn't. The best part about these is they have a bed. So that's why keep all your burdock root and keep your burdock root in. Keep it in the pure form. You don't want to prepare it because you can't use prepared burdock root. You just have to have burdock root for it. So you want to keep prepared burdock. You want to keep some mushrooms around. You want to keep. You want to do your acorn grounds up. Don't make them into coffee. Honestly, I think the acorn coffee, it's nice, but I think it's kind of a waste of limited resource like acorns. Because prepper's pie is so amazing. I mean, come on. 25 health back from eating a single pie. I mean, how is that not a good thing? Okay, so how does this work? I have it, but I don't know how to work it. I've been busy. I haven't seen a signal void. I don't know if mine's glitched out or what. So Ocean Lover, for the signal void quest, what you have to do, you have to go to Forsaken Airfield. So you have to go to the Forsaken Airfield zone. You have to get through there. You get through there by going through Broken Railroad, into the transfer pass, or into the far range branch line, and then the transfer pass. You go to Forsaken Airfield, and then you go to the actual airfield itself, and in the tower, in the big control tower, up at the very top, there's a note and a receiver. You have to get the receiver, and then it will give you the quest to start going to different towers around the world, fix them, and then find hidden hatches that you can go into, and you can access the storyline from there. So that's sort of what you have to do. But the first step is getting to Forsaken Airfield and actually getting to the airfield itself, because without that you can't do any of the rest. A slingshot for small animals? Oh, that'd be so awesome. I've wanted a slingshot for so long. Yes, the fire-hardened arrows are the best. You don't scare any animals with fire-hardened arrows. So they are really nice. The fire-hardened arrows, you can shoot as many of those as you want. They do take 5 feathers and 5 sticks to make. You do not get a skill up for making fire-hardened arrows, but you can fire them at all the ptarmigans, and even if you miss, they won't run away. Even if you miss, they're like, I don't care. So that's kind of cool. I'm just gonna destroy that one too. And now you've explored the whole of zone of contamination. What's your recommendation for newcomers? Where to start? where to base out from in and out of prolonged stay. Zone of contamination is not a place you want to live in for very long. I'm just gonna be straight with you. You don't want to live there for very long. There's not a lot of food in the zone of contamination. I mean, we were struggling. I mean, because you can't kill. There's like one bear. I've never seen a moose there. There's a few deer scattered around, but you also have to deal with the poison wolves that have no meat on them whatsoever. And so that zone is kind of hard. Once you've utilized all the man-made food in the zone, you have a hard time staying in that zone for very long after that, because there's just not a lot of food that's available to you. There's just not. I mean, you can live for longer there, but good luck. It's gonna be a tough road to hoe. Oh. But yeah, I mean, if you're done with Signal Void on day 277, I would definitely my recommendation. Here's my recommendation. Hunt the bear in Forsaken Airfield. The one that's on the lake there that has that cave. Go hunt that bear. Take all of his meat up to the cave above, because there's a cave to Zone of Contamination from Forsaken Airfield to the zone. So kill that bear. There's a cave entrance right up above him. Take all that meat through that cave into the Zone of Contamination with you, and just leave it there as you zone in, and then go from there. You can fish in Zone of Contamination. I would recommend stored water. What's that? Wait a second. I would recommend where the heck did that come from? He's storing water in his bedroll, boys and girls. I don't know what to tell you. He's just storing it in his bedroll. There's no rhyme. It's a water bed. It must have been a water bed. That's what it is. We found the first water bed in the game. So I would say in the Zone of Contamination, if you're gonna fish, it's gonna be. I would take a couple fish tip ups and put those out. Because the fish tip-ups will give you a good, consistent amount of fish. The Zone of Contamination, the weather changes very quickly in that zone. That is so weird. That is so weird. He had a water bed going on in here. Yeah, some people get thirsty at night, Scotty. Exactly. The Zone of Contamination, you can't catch a three-eyed fish. You catch a fish with a third eye right in the middle of his head. He's like, hello there. That was wild. I've never I mean, if it hadn't been dark, I would have never seen that. Is fishing still bug? I just fished, not tip up, with a lure for 18 hours straight. Not a single fish. I fished a lot on this character in Coastal Highway, and I was getting fish left and right. I think it's the area. I think when you break a hole in the ice, you probably have less of a chance of getting fish than if you're fishing in a fishing hut. I think that fishing with a tip up on the broken open holes is a better way to go than fishing by yourself. Because then you can just walk away from it. I mean, you could make a fire there and do stuff if you wanted to, but you're not bound to that. This could be bad for us. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna hold off on that. If we got food poisoning now, it wouldn't be the end of the world. We have medicine for it. It would just kind of suck. It would just be like, oh, we gotta waste another day doing stuff. Seriously? So they said you'd have poor, but see, like in Zone of Contamination, I set up a couple fish traps on that lake. I wasn't catching a lot of fish myself, but I was catching fish with the fish traps, like, pretty consistently. The fish traps did pretty good for me. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just the area. Maybe it's, you know. I don't know what to tell you. Wow, there's a container here. All right. Yeah, I totally missed that. Can I get a mag lens fire going? No. Well, and I think a lot of fishing is RNG. I think some of it, I mean, like Coastal Highway is a great place to fish. You get a lot of fish in Coastal Highway. You just do. I've never had really bad fishing in Coastal Highway. Just never really have. So the fishing in Coastal Highway is very above par, I think.
Thank goodness for that.
So going to another zone and fishing there, you can sometimes probably be a little bit disappointed because the fishing in other zones is not as good as Coastal Highway. Wow, 1.7 kilos. It's actually going to be faster with the hacksaw right now because it's frozen. Hacksaws and hatchets take off meat off of frozen animals at low skill a lot better than the really good ones. There we go. 38 and 50. Nice. That's some good food for us. And then you can take the hide with our knife. And trying lures actually does work. I've noticed that the lures and bait actually, I think they have fixed that, because at first it seemed like the lures and the bait weren't doing jack, and now it seems like the lures and the bait are doing better stuff. At least it seems they're working now. See how he dropped more feathers? 1, 2, 3. You know, I don't know if the tip up is affected by your fishing level at all, Lucas. I don't think it is. I think the fishing tip up is a completely separate thing from your fishing skill. One thing that can break the fishing, it can break it a lot, is if you leave it for a long time and you don't come back to it, it wears down. Thanks for the advice. I gotta go. I'm keeping up with your adventures on YouTube. Hope your back is better. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My back is feeling a lot better, so thank you very much. But yeah, I think the tip ups are independent of your fishing skill. And yeah, and if you're in an area that has lots of coastal area, you can go get a lot of stuff. You can go get a lot of stuff out of that. Oh wow, so more, we got more. Okay, nice. We'll go out of here with a few more arrows. Yeah, the torch wearing down is still not wearing down as you harvest animals. The torch still does not wear down while you're harvesting stuff. I think that's hilarious. They're gonna fix that. Yeah, I'd say try a lure. I mean, I think the lures. I honestly, Sturgill, I think the lures without bait don't work. I don't think it makes a difference if you use it without bait. I don't know if they're dependent on it, but I think they work way better if you have bait on the lure. That's just my guess. I mean, it's sort of like a baited hook is going to catch better than a non-baited hook, you know? I know they said too many tip-ups will lead to diminishing returns. Yeah, they did say that. I actually played around with that a little bit, Lazy Medic. I put like 3 tip-ups next to each other, and I seem to have no problem with that.
That did it. My fingers feel numb.
Your fingers won't feel numb anymore, my friend. There we go. We'll drop all this guts and meat and stuff here. So we don't have the stinky debuts on us. Now we should be able to make some more arrows. We can make 3 more arrows. Nice! Nice! I like that. It also seems you don't have health damage when you're freezing to start quartering animal. At least stayed at the same health 2 times in a row today. Yeah, there's a few little... I could actually make the improvised crampons. It'd take me 2 hours. I don't really want to, though. Although it may not be it wouldn't be a bad thing to have them. At least we now have... I'll eat that, because that will be done. At least we now have some more arrows. We got, what, 4 arrows now? That's beautiful. I like that. Actually, we might... You know what? Let's skate down here and see if this deer has any these guys have any feathers around them. There's 2 deer down here. Holy crud. That's a lot of deer. You have nothing in the accessory slot's worth the time. Well, the thing I'm looking at is it's getting close to almost nighttime. I guess we could make them and then we would be set. We'd be set for a little while. I'd have to feed the fire a little bit more. Wow, 2 deer and they only had that, huh? We are gonna go to AC though. That's the thing I'm looking at. Is we are gonna go to Ash Canyon. That's sort of our next goal. Is to get up to the old AC. Oh yeah, Vladimir. Yeah, I was talking about that a little bit earlier. That if you really want to ramp up your feathers, you can harvest all the feathers around an animal. Start to harvest them, or just harvest them all the way. And a lot of times, feathers will respawn around them once you do that, which is kind of cool. We can do 1 more arrow. There we go. Tear apart that torch. I'm watching you just shoot the wolves with your bow and no torch. Tried it once and died from a wolf attack. I'm gonna need to practice with the bow. Yeah, shooting the wolves with a bow and no torch is kind of an acquired thing. I mean, I struggled with it for a long time when it first went to the point where we couldn't like bait the animals anymore. We just sort of had to shoot a wolf in the face with a bow. It was like, holy crap, how are we gonna do this? How exactly is this gonna work? I almost just want to head back to Mystery Lake. I'm almost thinking of just heading back to Mystery Lake at this point. We're underweight. We're good to go. Let's just do it. Let's just go back to Mystery Lake, baby. We got everything we need. So yeah, that's a really nice thing to do, Vladimir, to up those feathers a lot. Is get that the pre-pickup of the feathers and then get the re-pickup of the feathers. I mean, the temperature, see, that's the thing, is the temperatures are good right now. We are a little tired, but we do have coffee, so we can sort of power through. It's not, we got like 4 hours left of daylight, 5 hours left of daylight. So I'm thinking we just push on through. We'll take the shortcut over to the high blind. Excuse me. You can probably torch walk most of the way in this kind of weather, which is really going to help because that'll help mitigate our cold damage, or the amount of cold that we get. I mean, right now it's like 1 arrow down, very 1 arrow down, like super 1 arrow down. Yeah, it's only -1 at the moment, so. And we do have a little bit of stank on us. We got those guts, and we have the meat on us. Can you advise on Travois? When do I need to really care about the slope and being unable to move up and down? Basically, you're gonna have to figure that out, because the Travois, I've gone up some places with the Travois that I thought I would never be able to get up, and there's been places I've tried to go down that I've not been able to go down on. Basically, anything that's more than a gentle incline, you'll not be allowed to do. Like, this sort of incline, you can probably get down. But there's other inclines that I've tried that are like that I've not been able to. You just kind of got to play around with it. I know they did fix the whole disappearing Travois thing, where it was disappearing for a while. Like if you were on an incline going down and you let go of it, it would go below the snow. I had that happen to me once and had to reload the game. But I would say if it's not generally a flat area or a slight incline, I wouldn't try it. I wouldn't try it myself. I mean, that's the safe way to kill wolves, is just do that. So yeah, supposedly they fixed that, but it sounds like they haven't. So I would say just kind of like stay as level as you can with it. You can try to go up hills. Going up a hill and getting stuck is not as bad as going down a hill and getting stuck, from what I've seen. Because if you're going up a hill and you get stuck and you drop it, it usually is always on the ground behind you. If you're going down a hill and get stuck, then sometimes you'll be screwed and you might lose the Travois. And you may have to just reload your game at that point. And that's what I'd recommend doing, is just reload your game. I wouldn't, you know. But yeah, the level ground you're pretty much safe on all the time. I would just stay away from those really up and down areas, because it can get a little hairy with it. Sometimes you can also slip through places it doesn't look like you can. Like say in Broken Railroad, you know they have that gate that you have to go through to get up to the Hunter's Lodge. You can take the Travois through that. I didn't think you would be able to, but you can actually take the Travois through that gate. So there are certain areas that you can go that you wouldn't think you normally could, but you can. So it's like, okay. So the rules are kind of malleable. You just made the other way look so easy, I had to try it. Either way, it gives me something to work towards. The other way of what, Lazy Medic? I'm sorry, I must have missed one of your comments there. I emptied Timberwolf Mountain and got all back to Mountaineer's Hut with the Travois. But a bit extra, maybe, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, well, and I found if you put as much weight on the Travois as you can, and you yourself are not like overloaded, you actually walk pretty fast with it. It goes pretty fast. Oh, killing the wolves with a torch. Yes. Killing the wolves with the torch. If you're killing a wolf with a torch in front of you, it's all about timing. There's that brief moment where he charges and then he stops and turns. And you gotta hit him when he stops and before he turns, because that's when you can usually shoot him in the face and not and not worry about him, you know, running away with your arrow. There's a mod that increases Travois rotation speed and the angle at which you can approach. Oh, okay. So the modders are already on it. I'm so old, I don't even go look at mods. I have no interest. I'm always like, whatever, I'll just do it. I'll just play with it. Whatever. Much like selfies, there's never a moment in my life where I've gone, ooh, I should go look and see what mods are going on for this game. Or, ooh, I should go see what, I should go take a selfie here and post it to Facebook or Instagram or wherever. Whatever the cool place is wherever the kids post their Facebook, put the photos up these days. Where do the kids put their photos? I don't know where they put them. Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Twitter, the twitwats? But I'm glad, Lithar, that we have you to keep us up on these mods, because I would never go find them otherwise. I would never know about them. But that is cool that they put a mod out there for the travois rotation speed, as well as the angle. I personally like that you can't rotate very fast with it, because it kind of makes you go, okay, I can't really carry this very much, you know. I got this big old thing on my back that's got 75 kilos in it. Of course I can't walk very fast with it or turn very quick with it. I sort of like that about it, but I understand why somebody would want a mod that would let you do it. Another question on Aurora Bears. Today I got eaten by a bear while I was looting a dead body at Max's last stand. The bear ran at me from his stone cave. I thought the aggro radius was lower. So you got eaten by the bear when you were looting the dead body at Max's last stand. Where was the bear at? I'm confused where the bear was. I mean, bears have a pretty, you know. The thing is though that if you were so you were looting the dead body and he just like came up on you. I'm confused. A Star Trek conversion mod for Stellars? That sounds wild. Let's see, do we have the match? Oh, the matches now appear! They actually appear now, and there's the other Polaroid for the zone. Some last resort tuna.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Yeah, I know it is, buddy. I wonder if this place is still broken down here. Oh no 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 no, you stupid scrub brush! You got in my way, you stupid scrub brush. Damn you, scrub brush! I'm chopping you down right now. You just pissed me off. You got in my way. No, let me get my torch. No. Swear to God.
Can't feel my hands.
I know, buddy. There we go. We can build that right there. Do you want to build a snow shelter? Wrap it up and make it bright.
Too tired to think straight.
Okay, that sucks because now there's a wind blowing that direction and it looks like it's going to get worse. I mean, we could put the fire here. It sort of has a little bit of protection from that.
Too cold to think.
I know, buddy. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try to do this. We're gonna see if we can. Oh my goodness! Yeah, denied.
All right.
All right, we're in. We're in. Woo! Okay, the bear was at his stone cave, like miles away, and he saw me and attacked. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Sounds like a glitch to me, but I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't know why he would do that, Vladimir. I've never ever had that happen to me ever, so I'm not sure what would cause that to happen or why he would do that. How much water do I got right now? Not a lot, but I do have a 75% can of sardines. Okay, we're good. And, you know, one thing I can do Can't die in 2 hours, so. Oh. Meant to say, I'm glad your back is feeling better. Was watching episode 1 earlier in this series, heard you talk about it. Yeah. My back's feeling a lot better now, thank goodness. Oh, that was nice. The weather cleared up. Maybe we could actually make a go of it here tonight. Maybe we can make a go of it here. Maybe he was drunk, Vladimir. That could be. He could have been a very drunken, bear out there. Drunk on power.
Close my eyes.
Thank God we have a snow shelter we can live in for a moment. Because that's nice. Grab these couple of sticks here real quick. Am I still overweight? I'm still overweight, huh? In my opinion, Pleasant Valley and Forlorn Muskeg are the only two regions worth making a snow shelter. Other regions are close to warm places. They are. Nice. I know it sounds weird that I actually am happy about an aurora, but generally an aurora means not bad weather. Generally, auroras, you won't get, like, lots of wind and stuff. You might get a little wind, but there's not going to be a blizzard at the same time there's an aurora. Where in Canada does this take place? It's a fictional island in northern Canada. Sort of in the British Columbia area, I believe. On the west coast of Canada. I'm gonna drink that down because that's gonna give us a little healing. Gonna eat that down because that's gonna give us a little bit of food. A couple more liters of water there. If we can just make it through the night, that's all that matters.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. We're good. We're good. Everything's okay. Yeah, I burned those books. I don't ever read those. So we did forge, as a matter of fact. We've got our knife and our hatchet. We got 9 more arrowheads. We have a bow and we have some arrows now. So we are rocking, popping, locking, and doing all the good stuff. Daniel DeBones has returned with a new name and picture. Daniel, how you doing, buddy? All right, everything's still going good. Sleep for a couple more hours. All right, all right, all right, all right. Wow, look at that. We made it through the night in a snow shelter. Boom diggity. Yeah, I like that. Let's dismantle that. There we go. Loving it. Okay. We are a little bit heavy, but we're gonna eat some cattails and we'll drink some water. That'll get us below our weight, I think. And if it doesn't, we can just drop a little water here. Yep, got us below weight. Okay. I got this big old jerry can on me. That's one thing that's weighing us down a lot. I can drop these cans. We can craft up a good torch. Actually, we'll craft up like 2 good torches, then we'll get rid of the others. And then we can ditch those torches into sticks. Just doing a little finish up here. Actually, you know what we can do while we're here? Do we have any... I have a large tea there. And then in my thermos... we got some coffees. And I got one of those I'll drop down too. And then we'll break this last torch down. I've been playing a lot of Long Dark in the winter break. Oh, definitely. Definitely. You want to get in on that Long Dark action, especially if you got a break coming up. I don't need those rocks anymore. There we go. I was looking for stuff I didn't need any longer. Okay, I'm going to drink that. I can drink that all the way down. And then we will put the coffees in the thermos. Then we'll grab a couple torches here. That one sucked. There we go. And off we go. Back to Mystery Lake, baby. Oh, yeah. I can't believe we made the whole night there on the lake. That's awesome. It's like, yeah, Forlorn Muskeg? Yeah, nothing. Just gonna dust that off and just be like, yeah, you know, Forlorn Muskeg, it's not that bad. It's kind of nice. It's kind of muddy, but hey, that's okay. That's its charm. That's part of the Forlorn Muskeg charm right there. After I finish Winter Mute, I'm going to be playing survival mode. Good luck, my friend, and have fun with it. It is a great game, and the survival mode will shock you, make you sad, make you glad, make you happy, frustrate you. You'll have a wide range of emotions playing survival mode. And I had those guts on me all night. I'm actually pretty shocked we did not have a wolf come by. I totally forgot about that. Super Cubby! I hope I get cattails for Christmas. I hope you get cattails for Christmas too. And not, maybe, you know, though, Super Cubby, it'd be great to get a lump of coal for Christmas. I mean, in this game, getting a lump of coal is a amazing thing. It's awesome and amazing to get a lump of coal for Christmas in this game, so. Honestly, best Christmas gift I could get. But how you doing, Super Cubs? If you guys have not gone over and checked out the Super Cubs before, go give Super Cubby a follow here on Twitch, boys and girls. He is an amazing guy, an amazing streamer. Go give him some love.
Mom, Dad? That is terrible. Are you,
And it's not gonna let me get these rose hips. There we go. Well, go give a Super Cub some love, my friends, and give him a follow. He's an all-around good guy. Oh, I'm not moving. I thought I was still moving. QB! Hey, man, how's it going? The electromagnetic apocalypse is going good.
Can't feel my feet.
I need to get my energy back. We're in a safe spot right here. Let's grab a hot coffee out. Drink down her hot cough.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
Wow, really, game? Really? You're gonna give me that much hassle right there? It's my safe space, Redcap. It's my safe space. It makes me feel safe. It makes me feel safe. It makes me feel good. It doesn't make me feel sad. But yeah, how are you doing, QB? I hope you're having a good one, man. If you want to get in on some awesome 7 days to die, we actually did some more Wild West 7 days to die last night, which was so much fun. If you want to get in on some awesome 7 days to die play, boys and girls,
Too, huh?
that's the man right there. QB Junkie is amazing. Amazing at the 7 days to die.
How was that again? Say that again.
Last day of work before Christmas break, grinding and such. I'm ready for 2 weeks of long darking. Well, have fun with it, man. It is great. What is everybody's favorite region? My favorite is Hush River Valley. Goes without saying. Or maybe it doesn't go without saying. But mine is Hush River Valley. I love Hush River Valley. But yeah, QB, I've been loving that Wild West. We've found some POIs in that are crazy nuts. I just found the Red Mesa POI. Oh my god. I think I did that one in a vanilla run at one point, but I've never done it in the Wild West version, so. I like the Wild West version too because it's got like little quests in it and stuff. That's kind of cool. It's like do this and get a couple skill points, or do this quest and do this. Kind of a neat. It's kind of neat. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna check over here. Yeah, the Wild West mod just has a lot of fun stuff in it, so. At least I think it does. I like that all the guns in it are kind of relevant to the time period. You don't have AKs or, you know, pump shotguns and stuff like that. I mean, they're all pretty relevant to the Wild West motif. But yeah, the Wild West mod is really cool, QB. And I'm playing it on Warrior difficulty. I will say, on the Wild West mod, they pack a lot more mobs in a small area. Like in tier 1 POIs, there's like 15 mobs in it. Where I like in vanilla, you know, if you're playing, unless you're playing like really hard difficulty, the you know, tier 1 POIs will have like, you know, 6, 8 zombies in it at most. But they pack them in, and then the scary thing in the Wild West mod as well is their wandering hordes are probably twice to 3 times the size of regular ones. And then I got attacked in this last one. I got attacked by luckily I was in my base, but a horde of chickens, of feral chickens came by my place. We're talking like, there was like 12 to 15 feral chickens that were running up in my place. It was like, oh, what's going on? And I finally got my bee house going, so we're actually getting honeycomb now, which is cool. And we did have a chicken coop, but I tore it down because I needed to place one for the quest. And I thought I would get it back when I tore it down, but I didn't, so I had to make another chicken coop, which made me sad. Well, Cass, you can always go watch the VOD. You can always go watch the VOD. So, yeah, the feral chickens, there were green ones, red ones, and orange ones or something like that. There was like all these different color feral chickens coming up the ladder at me. I was like, what is happening? But it was nice because we need to kill 200 crispies. And that got us up to like 69. So that was nice. Yeah, it was pretty scary. That was a lot of chickens, Justin. I was kind of afraid they were gonna break through. I really thought, but then they broke the ladder. They got stuck below the grate, so they started hitting the ladder, and they actually broke the ladder. It's the Wild West mod for 7 days. Yeah, it's the one that who's that other streamer on YouTube? The guy on YouTube. I got the idea from him. I think is it Glock 9? Let me check here real quick. I want to give credit where credit is due. Yeah, Glock 9. Yep, Glock 9. So yes, Glock 9 inspired me to do it. Good God. His first Wild West one has 171,000 views. Good Lord. Good Lord, Glock 9. I played Zelda, like, back in the day, like, way back in the day. Walking with Dead Chickens. Yeah, Walking Dead Chickens. I played Zelda, like, Zelda 1. On the Nintendo. The 8-bit Nintendo. I played that one. I've never really played a whole lot of Zeldas, though, no. But I've heard about the murdering chickens on Zelda, yes. I have heard about that. I've heard the legend and the lore of it. That they used to murder you. Has anyone tried to take the travois over the crumbled bridge going from the ravine to Coastal Highway? I have not tried that. I tried taking it from Broken Railroad across the beam into the far range branch line, and it wouldn't let me do it. It would not let me do it. So I couldn't take it. I couldn't do that. I don't know. I don't know if if you could take it across that bridge or not. They're expensive to craft, but it'd be worth it to have one in every region. See, the problem with it, Ocean, is that it's expensive to craft, but then it also wears down. Even if you're not using it, it wears down. Sort of like how the bedroll wears down over time. And so it's almost better to have one, use it when you need it, fold it up and carry it with you into a new zone. That's what I would say. I would not recommend using it. I would not recommend having multiples just because they're so expensive. And once you've made one, you can just repair it with a deer hide and a piece of a gut. You just need a deer hide and a gut. You don't need any more maple for it. And if you break it down, you get 3 maple back. So there's that as well. And mainly, especially for a long run, what the travois is really nice for. Thought I heard a wolf. The travois is really nice for carrying a full moose or a full bear from where you harvest them and carrying all the bags of meat and stuff back to a shelter or a cave, so you don't have to shuttle things back and forth. You just make one trip and you're done. Boomity bambity bomb, you're good to go. And for coal runs, yeah, it's good for that sort of stuff. And if you're making a big move from zone to zone, it's good for that as well. But I don't know if I'd recommend having it as like one for every zone or anything. I'm overweight, BC. I wanted to pick him up so badly, but I'm overweight. I'm heavy D in the boys right now. Believe me, I wanted to pick him up really bad, like those sticks there. But see, now I'm at 45 kilos and I can't run anymore. There's my dilemma. I had to consciously leave those sticks behind. I had to think it. I had to go, no, I'm not picking them up. Not picking them up. But the good news is we can now start an all-meat diet, boys and girls. I mean, we have to go get some meat first, but we can start mostly a meat diet at the moment. All right, so let's drop the guts. Now we have a bow and arrow, so that is fabulous. Let's drop that, and that. Let's drop the hide here, too. The good news is we have enough stuff back at the Carter Hydro Dam to make all the stuff we need. Unable to sprint sounds like a skill issue. Well, it is. It is a skill issue. I will grant you that. Oh, and look, we have water here too. And we got all this food here too. I'm gonna risk this now because I'm here and I don't care. Risk accomplished. Let's eat that dog food as well. We also have our salt here too. No need to get salty about it. Boop. All right, so we booped our salt. Yeah, I pretty much want to take all this stuff back with me. What do we have in here? Oh, we got a bunch of stuff in here. I got my birch barks in here. Got that. Got 30 more cattails in there. My oils. That. We got our mushrooms in here and our rose hips in here. Wow. Holy shnikes. Well, I guess we will leave that here. We'll leave that here for future us. Future us will look back on this moment and be like, thank you, past us. I'm so happy that you're our friend. I'm going to leave this gunpowder here, too, because I'll never, ever use it. You can use gunpowder as an accelerant, but I'm good. It does need to be facing the right direction, though. Otherwise, it ruins it. I dropped the gunpowder. Look at me. I dropped it. Dropped it. Let's go ahead and throw the other cans in here, too. I can leave this toolkit here, because we have one. We have multiple toolkits around the world, so we can leave this toolkit here, too. Actually, you know what? Let's leave that down on the crafting table. That's where the toolkit belongs, anyway. Gunpowder's heavy. Yeah, it's kind of heavy for what it is, but... no, my feathers are back at the Carter Hydro Dam. Yeah, they're back at the Carter Hydro Dam. We do need one, but we have multiple toolkits. We have a toolkit at the Carter Hydro Dam already. So my usual MO is to leave toolkits everywhere. I just leave them scattered around the world. That way they're at most of the important places that I need them to be at. Get a little cloth here, because why not? Why not? Oh, you know what else we have? Yeah, these are weighing us down to the tune of 1 kilo. Bye-bye, boots. Bye-bye. We're a little heavy, but that's okay. We got some fuel weight we can drop, like our 10 sticks. And our 9 coal. There we go. And we do need to also rip apart this. We actually have 2 sweaters now, which is nice, so that's a cool thing, right? We need to repair those. And let's see, what else can we repair? Yeah, let's repair that. We'll use our fishing tackle. It takes a little longer with the fishing tackle. We got a sweater on the way to the forge. I think we actually got the sweater. We got our second sweater. I think we got it in the train car at the poacher's camp. I think it was actually at poacher's camp, if I'm not misremembering. I may be misremembering, but I think it was there. I figure we might as well spend this time and just repair repair up everything we can. All right, we're nice and tired now.
I'm gonna faint.
116 cattails. Yeah, we'll be leaving a lot of those at the Carter Hydro Dam. That'll be nice for us. Alrighty, we actually have like stuff for things. I'm gonna prepare all these birch bark up. It takes 45 minutes. It'll make us a little more tired. There we go. There we go. And then let's prepare up a few of the mushrooms as well. Actually, no, we don't need to. God, we got 2 kilos of mushrooms on us. 2 kilos. That's all mushrooms that we can like cook up and make into stuff, which is really good. Because we can get cooking skill ups from every single one of those. It's a lot of stuff though. A lot of stuff. Alright, there we go. Boom. Problem with having multiple streams up. Headed to work, have a great stream. Make sure to make my moosehide satchel after work. Nice. Well, get that moosehide satchel going, buddy. Yep, making teas and coffees. That's the best way to get your cooking skill up. All right. So we are getting our save point there, boys and girls. We are going to be playing just a couple hours of Dyson Sphere program now on the Twitch side. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody on YouTube. Thank you, everybody on YouTube, for coming by and hanging out with us today. I appreciate you so very much. If I don't see you before next Monday, Merry Christmas to you all. And if I do see you before then, we'll be streaming Long Dark, this one, tomorrow morning as well as Sunday morning. I will probably not be streaming on Christmas. We'll have to see how that goes. I probably won't though, but I will be streaming on Christmas, the day after Christmas. So, there, I will see you all later, boys and girls, but we are going to stay live on the Twitch side. We're going to be switching over and playing some Dyson Sphere program with the new Dark Fog, addition to the game. We just defeated the Dark Fog on our home planet as of last time we played. So I'd encourage you to come over and check it out. It's a fun little building game if you like games like Satisfactory, and that sort of stuff, or Factorio. It has that sort of vibe to it. So anyway, have a great one, everybody on YouTube, and I'll see you all later on.